Radio. Whether you're listening to us from our website, Q92radio.com, where you can stream the station 24/7, or whether you are watching now on Facebook, YouTube, or X, good morning. Thank you for having us on. We appreciate you being here. We got you all the way till 10 o'clock. Lauren and Jake are here with us now, and it's all about this morning. We got a lot of great stuff for here this morning, but of course, Q92 sending you to Vegas for the When We Were Young Festival. Panic at the Disco, Blink-182, Avril Lavigne, Simple Plan, over 50 other artists. We already got one finalist this morning. We're getting 3 more before we get out of here today. We are getting one this hour with the Q to Call, so you better keep listening. We're getting one in the 9 o'clock hour with the Q to Call, so you better be listening then. And we're going to get one at the end of the show on the live video stream. We're going to need you to go over there to Facebook, YouTube, or X. Does not matter which one you ever go to. Go to one of them. Click the like button on the live video feed. You can do it right now. We just launched it. And Lauren, what should we put today in the comments section?
Oh, goodness.
Maybe put ooh goodness? Or not?
I like it. Yeah, let's do ooh goodness.
Or should we go Mohican, since you're going to be going to Mohican next week to celebrate your vacation?
Let's do oh goodness.
All right, or not. This is why Jake and I don't even try.
Why? I went with your first suggestion.
Okay, there you go. So go with whatever the hell I just said. Oh, goodness. Let's see some oh, goodness in the comment section. That way we know, hey, I want to be a finalist for this awesome trip to Vegas. Airfare, hotel, all taken care of. Just go there with a friend, enjoy Sin City, and enjoy an amazing time with some great music. Not to mention 8 o'clock hour is a big hour, too. Free advice Friday, as always. We're doling that out for you. But also, we've got tickets to see 21 Pilots at TQL Stadium in the Natty. It's opening night of the tour. You will see show number 1 of the tour on Thursday, September 18th.
Not only that, it's the only show in Ohio.
That's it?
Yep.
That's it. They're not doing the Cleveland.
No.
They're not doing the Columbus.
No.
They said, Cincy, please.
Yes.
Cincy, please. So, let's go. That's what we have for you today. Also, Maddie Zurikowski from the Hall of Fame Village around 9:15. Can't wait to talk to her about what's going on with the Village and kind of like rehash what an amazing weekend they had with Armored MMA. So we have that coming up for you. So obviously some really cool stuff today. Looking forward to the show today. Mustache Master checking in. Happy Friday. Have a good weekend.
Also, want to do a big shout out. Today is Doug's birthday. Doug follows us on the stream, watches every morning, and today is his day. So happy birthday, Doug. Enjoy your day.
Doug, God bless you. Have some cake. Have some cake. Let me see here. Also, it says here, congrats to Brad from Boardman. He just won 18 holes of golf at Spring Valley Golf Course, plus a new golf bag and clubs for Father's Day. Big thanks to Spring Valley Golf Course in East Sparta, welcoming golfers of all skill levels. So congratulations, another local winner. What a cool thing for Father's Day, which is this weekend. Jake, you guys got your plan yet for Father's Day?
No.
Right.
My mom's working, so we're going to have to pivot. I'm going to have to think of something different.
Pivot.
Oh.
Yeah, my mom's working. I don't think Jared's coming home, so maybe we'll just go fishing.
Put one of your bounce houses
That
up in the
would be
living room.
really nice, though.
Yeah.
Like, grab some food or something so you guys can go chill and fish.
Yeah.
That would be super nice.
Yeah, that'd be kind of really nice.
Yeah, that's like good quality time with Dad.
Yeah.
And bonus points because you're the only one that's doing anything for him.
Right.
Maybe you two could whittle something out of wood together.
Sure. We look whittling together.
A wood nymph or something? A lawn gnome?
Maybe. Do people whittle soap? I think
Sometimes people whittle
like
soap.
a bar of soap.
I mean, I don't know how often we whittle nowadays, but I mean, there was a time whittling was pretty cool before the internet, video games, you know.
That's a question for Warthers.
Want to whittle? Sure. Good Friday morning from Dover, home of the Division III girls softball state champs. Go Tornadoes. Great. I love Dover's mascot.
The tornado.
It's just so original.
Do they
I'm
actually
not
have
saying that
somebody?
there's no other tornadoes. I'm sure around the country, but like, you know, and I'm nothing against a bulldog or a wildcat or an eagle. I was an eagle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that is such an original mascot or team name, the Tornadoes. I love it. We've talked about that before with high schools and people were texting in some interesting high school. I remember that show. It was like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
People were texting in some odd high schools around the country they've heard about or found out about that had interesting names or / mascots, whatever. But
Yeah.
shout out to the Tornadoes. Love it.
Do
Love
they
it.
actually have like a mascot that dresses up?
If they don't, they're
Like spins in a circle, like
gotta
comes out onto the track during a football game or something?
he or she should dress up in that thing, go through the student section, and just destroy it every game.
Be awesome.
They should play like that
Like
music
wreck
from
into
the.
like the water
They should play the
bottles.
music from the Wizard of Oz,
Here it
and
comes.
it should just come through,
Be amazing.
and the whole student section be like, "Oh!" And it just you guys are missing it.
I don't know. Maybe that's
you guys
just,
could go viral with that.
maybe that's not very nice, just because like people really live in Tornado Alley.
We do. It's fine. Everyone relax. It's called fun. We used
I
to have
know.
some.
I'm just saying, from a school's perspective, they might not want to dabble in
We
that.
do our tornado drills. I did them growing up. We
Yeah.
know what to do. Go to the hallway, get in the fetal, put your head,
Yeah,
hands over your
head.
and the
crouch
tornado
down.
can't hurt you.
Nope, totally safe.
Tornadoes like, oh, I can't do anything here.
Yeah.
They've all gone in the hall. What can I do? Let's turn around and go back where we came, boys. Good morning, Lauren, Christian, and Jake. Manly and Manly Construction checking in. Have a great and safe day. Manly and Manly Construction, formerly Fire Chief. DJ Dinger checking in. Let the birthday weekend shenanigans begin. DJ Dinger on the ones and twos. Hopefully you have cake and ice cream. Put cake on the ones and ice cream on the twos. Break out the old Twister, Jake. You play Twister with your dad?
Not.
That'd be weird.
It would be. Let me see here. We were the Grape Pickers. What school was the Grape Pickers? Remember that viral video?
I'm sorry, I'm here for someone else.
User error. Remember that viral video of the girl on the TV news who was stomping grapes in the barrel and she fell over like,
Yes.
oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I think she's hurt.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, really.
She fell off of a platform
Literally off.
after stomping grapes. And the best thing was, though, she was stomping the grapes at a normal pace, and then she got a little cocky.
Oh, yeah.
And started going, da, 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 da.
Right.
And she, oh, I think she's really hurt.
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah.
Nothing more original than our mascot, the Potters. Was that East Palestine or East
I was
Liverpool?
going to say, I know that one.
Palestine or Liverpool? Great morning from Sam the Toe Man. Everybody have a great Friday. Sam the Toe Man, you have a great Friday. Love hearing from you guys. Glad you guys are with us here this morning. So we're off and running. We're here for you. We're celebrating Lauren's last day before vacay. Huh? She gets a whole week away from this place. Let's go.
I do.
And then next week, Jake only has to work half a week.
Yeah.
And he's going off to Washington State to climb every mountain he can find.
Heck yeah. Got your granola ready?
Sure.
Got your hiking boots ready?
No.
Your Patagonia?
Do you have like,
Pullover?
a good pair of boots? Honestly,
I really don't,
do you have
no.
a pair of good boots to
You
go
might
hiking?
want to address that today.
Yeah, I really have to.
If it's going to be, if you think it's going to be this much hiking as you
No,
as
I know
you
it's
think
going to
it-
be this much hiking. I need
You don't
boots.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
You
like
see
10
what your sister does.
Yeah.
Good morning, gang. Christian, you'd be amused to know there's a high school in Arizona where they're known as the Criminals. That'd be a great one.
I can't believe that has stick. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they haven't tried to
They
rename
should have like a
it.
guy like dressed like the Hamburglar with the black, you know what I mean?
That'd be awesome.
Who like
yeah.
runs in with a bag of money every.
Yeah.
There's so many things you could do. Classic Fest weekend for me at the Ledges, baby. Oh, they got that new glass bridge over there.
Oh, up in Akron? Yeah.
No, at Nelson's Ledges in Trumbull County.
Oh, I was thinking it was in Akron.
It's where all this is a big camping /
I saw something in my feed.
a lot of psychedelics are probably done at the I've been to the Ledges. Groovy people.
Yeah.
Groovy people. I mean this. Like, not my crowd at all. I
Very laid back crowd.
I stuck out like a sore thumb. It was when I was at the rock station. We were doing a remote out there.
Yeah.
So it's not my crowd. I was the outcast there.
Mm.
But when I tell you, everyone there is just groovy and polite and has a good
I
time.
wonder why, Christian.
I don't know. The marijuana. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The LSD. I don't know.
Probably.
But whatever it is, damn it, if those aren't the nicest groups of people you'll ever run into.
Well, I mean, that's what matters.
Everyone's like, hello, how are you?
Yeah, because they're
Hi.
stoned out of their minds.
Who are you? Oh, that's great.
Then
Oh, come over here.
you
We're
pass them again on the same trail, and they're like, oh.
Come to our tent. I have
Hello.
bongos. I'll let you hit them. I'm like, all right, well, I'll hit some bongos. The Potters is East Liverpool. I knew it was one of them. Good morning. Happy Friday the 13th. Hope everyone has a great day and even better weekend. Happy Father's Day from Tiger Town. At Northeast High School near Erie, PA, our mascot was a grape wearing knight armor and holding a giant sword. The grape pickers. So it was a grape in armor holding a sword? That's fantastic. Oh, God. At least we didn't go to Beaver Local, the Beavers, LOL. But Beavers isn't actually that uncommon. There's Beavers.
There is,
in like college football, college sports. There's a couple Beavers out there.
Oh, my Lord. It really is a grape. It kind of looks like the guy from the Nike commercials. Not going to lie. Hold on. I got to show you if this will load because there we go.
Oh, it's fantastic. That's a fantastic
Jake,
logo.
You want a gander?
Fantastic.
Wow.
There you go. Oh, that is fantastic. Got a forecast coming up on Q.
Looking to grow.
It was on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
And it was about how men, and now young people, men don't ask women out in person at all anymore. It was interesting. They had a woman on the panel, a man, and like a moderator. About how like men just don't. Whether it's fear, whatever, they do not ask out in person. They cannot. It is all done online.
It doesn't shock me in the least.
All done online. I'm sure there's people out there going, how? And then that got, when you listen to a video for a little bit, now your algorithm decides, oh, you like that?
Here's some more.
Oh, how's every other? I'm like, no, I want the funny stuff. I'm like, no, where'd all my fun stuff go? Where'd all the ones that make me laugh go? I came across this lady who posted a TikTok about the way a guy asked her out.
Okay.
In person. And gentlemen, young gentlemen out there in the dating world, is this the new way to do it? No one reinvented the wheel here, but I think this is very 2025. Listen, I forget this lady's name, but this is how, and she was very happy. This is how a guy at a bar in person asked her out. And then you can give me your immediate. Okay. I think this is very 2025. It made me want to share this with the young people out there, the youngins, or the singles.
Mm-hmm.
They're going, how the hell do I even? Because one of the things in the thing I was talking about is men, in the discussion I was listening to, is men are literally afraid they're going to offend or creep out a woman by simply going up and asking them out or asking for their number or trying to talk to them at a bar. They're afraid they're literally going to offend them or creep them out or give them the ick, as the kids like to say now.
But why?
I think because how...
Rejection
I think women do.
Age as old as time.
That was what and this one guy had a great point. And he goes, and what young people need to realize is whether you walk up to a guy or you walk up to a girl and they reject you, they reject your overture, he's like, you're both going to be fine.
Yes.
He's like,
it's going to be all right.
You're both going to be fine.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But this is how this lady was asked out, and she was so happy about it, she decided to make Tiki Talk. Listen to this.
Men, take notes. This is how you ask somebody out. He came up to me with a piece of paper with his name, phone number, and Instagram, and asked if I lived around here. I said yes. He said, well, you should just text me sometime. Told me a little bit about himself. And it was super nice and sweet. And then he said, I don't want to bother you, but you should text me if you want. Then he walked away. And then that was it. Guys, hello. This is how you just say hello and not be creepy. Like, the best way to introduce yourself. 10 out of 10 recommend.
What do you think?
No, I think that's perfect. I think this
Put
guy
his stuff on a
nailed
piece
it.
of paper.
Yeah.
Had his name, his number, and his
And it
Instagram.
has to be a piece of paper. Don't be a DB and go out there and get business cards made up, okay?
I agree with you there. A business card would probably
Right.
not work at all. That'd probably be very weird.
Very off-putting. Like you
What?
need, how many of these did you have printed?
Fair.
You know?
Why is this laminated?
Right.
Yeah. But he wrote his name, his number, and his Instagram. Introduced himself. Said, if you want, I'd love for you to text me. And then he didn't hang around all night breathing on her neck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's funny.
Hi, me again. You
It's
know what
funny
I mean?
you brought this up because I've seen stuff on TikTok before about dating because I'm trying to understand the younger generation too.
Yeah.
I've got kids that are coming up like how this is going to be for them.
Mhm.
And I saw a TikTok where a dude literally had a shirt on with a QR code
There you go.
and it
Was his
took you to his
information?
Instagram.
There you go. But I think that's good. He didn't.
So you could connect with him if you wanted.
you want no pressure. He's
Yeah.
not. He's not following you around the bar all night.
Yeah, but think about that. I was like, so all of his friends are like, oh, Chad's coming. Is he wearing his shirt? You know,
Yeah.
like it's this calling card
What he
with a
does.
QR code on it.
Now, if you like what you see or you think he's interesting,
Right.
scan it on your phone. You're good to go. You find out who he is, where he is. But I thought that guy to go up with the card, not the card, the piece of paper with his name, his number, his Instagram, so you can check out his social media.
Yeah.
Hand it over, introduce himself, and
Yeah.
say, if you'd ever like to text me, that'd be great. I'd love it. And then you just kind of let her enjoy her evening.
Yeah.
I thought it was very 2025. I
Yeah,
thought
like
that was
I'm
very
interested in you.
Yeah.
Obviously.
shows confidence.
Here's my information.
He
and,
still came up to you.
Yep, and you make a decision, and then if you want to pursue this, great.
If not, have a great evening.
Yep.
Have a great. I thought that was like,
Yeah, that was good.
I'm an expert on nothing, but I think, as they say in The Mandalorian, this is the way.
Yeah, I think that's good.
I mean, Jake, you're young.
I've never heard it before, but I think it's kind of genius.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is that something you hear that now? If you were single, maybe something you think about doing?
Maybe.
Because
I
I'm
probably
telling you
still
right-
wouldn't.
I'm
but
telling you right now, I'd be like,
Jake's like, it's a great idea. It's genius. Never
I
would do
would
it
never
myself.
do it.
I would never actually go up to anybody. That's my thing.
never.
But like, if I were to, I'd probably do that.
Okay.
Would you?
Probably.
Why wouldn't you?
Way too scary.
How in the world did you start dating Star?
She asked me to meet first.
Okay.
And where'd you meet her?
Outside of her work
But-
in Ashland.
No, I mean, like, how did you come
Oh,
across her?
Bumble.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like with
Apps.
dating apps and social media.
Yeah.
I
Were you
let me
worried
ask
she was a serial killer?
No.
Okay.
Let me ask you this, Jake. Like, you clearly were interested in her on Bumble,
Yeah.
and you were excited when she got back because in Bumble, obviously, if you guys don't know, you match. Only the girl can initiate a conversation. Wonderful, wonderful start to your Friday. When we were young, festival finalists this hour with the cue to call. Listen for it. You could win airfare, hotel, all taken care of, sending you to Vegas with a friend October 18th to see the When We Were Young festival. Panic at the Disco. They're back for this event. Blink 182, Avril Lavigne, Simple Plan. Almost 50 other bands. Going to be amazing. Text message. Hey, Sam the Toe Man. I like feet too, especially pretty toes. There's our foot guy. Our foot guy pops his head in here every once in a while.
Oh,
I like our foot guy.
that's nice.
Likes to dip his toe in the comment section. Because he likes feet, Lauren.
I got it.
Let me see here. Good morning, Q92. Random question. Have you ever seen a black squirrel with a red tail? Awesome and different. Have a terrific day. See black
not.
squirrels a lot.
Yeah.
In my condo that I used to live at, oh my God, the black squirrel. There was more black squirrels around than normal ones.
Yeah.
I say normal, but I mean, we had a ton of black squirrels. First time I ever saw one was visiting my friend in college at Kent. Never seen a black squirrel until I went to Kent, and I was like, what in the world is that? Then I realized the black squirrel's just cooler looking.
I don't remember when I saw one for the first time.
I do. I grew up, I saw squirrels my whole life, obviously.
I mean, like I remember where I was like on 9/11 and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And not where I was when I first saw Black
I was at Kent.
Crow.
I was visiting my friend Jay Ross at Kent
Do
State
you remember
University.
where you were, Jake?
No, I can't say I do.
No one else remembers where they were when they first saw a black squirrel? That's just me. It was a moment because I didn't even know they existed.
Well, that's why it stuck with you.
I was like, what in the blue hell?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Just hearing Timken Trojans without seeing their mascot, they got jokes made about them all the time.
I wonder why, especially Trojans.
Yeah. But again, Trojans, pretty normal high school mascot name, not uncommon.
I would agree.
Now, the grape fighter, whatever that was, the grape pickers, that's fantastic. Tornadoes, fantastic.
Real quick, Matthew checking in on the text line. He says, good luck to the Special Olympics athletes going to state this weekend. Go Tuscarawas County Rockets.
T County.
Let's go Rockets.
Make us proud, T County. Love it. So, I was cutting my grass yesterday from 5:30 till about 8:30. I have a push mower, and it's just tough in my backyard because of the water situation that we haven't fixed yet.
A little swampy.
So it can't go back all the way. And the grass around our deck grows at a feverish pace.
Yeah.
And with my push mower, it just kept clogging and stopping because it had gotten so bad. And it's only been a week in between cuts.
Is it like it would clog and it would start to like choke out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's annoying.
So I was pulling that thing like a teenager. I mean, it was like ridiculous yesterday. And I finally said, she came out back because she felt bad with Jimmy. I was like, I'm ready to max out a Lowe's or Home Depot card. Like,
to get a tractor.
We're ready. We need to get a sit down. She's like, I've already been inside looking. She's like, we'll look, we'll price around. But the only thing we're having a little bit of a difference is I think she has her heart set on a zero turn. I want an old school.
Well, who cuts the grass?
Me. I feel like a zero turn, I'd injure myself.
Like you'd fall off?
Yeah. Or I'd just be spinning eternally.
You'd be like, stop.
I could just see myself really either break. Like, I just kind of want to. I just kind of want a simple sit down.
I mean, like my
put my earbuds in.
My brother-in-law has a zero turn, and his boys cut the grass all the time. They don't have any issues.
I just think I'm a little too stupid for a zero turn.
Oh,
that's not a poor me. That's a like honest, like know your role, like know your lane. Like I think a nice sit down, basic bitch tractor. Put my earbuds in, and just, and then it wouldn't take me nearly as long. It wouldn't stall out going over the thicker parts.
That's true.
So. I don't even know what, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what good. I know the couple brands that you hear all the time and you see when you go to those stores. I don't know what's good, what you're paying too much for, what you need, what you don't need. But I wonder if I'm going to end up with a zero turn.
Only because you cave. But if you cut the grass, you can, I mean, to me, it should be your
choice.
Well,
I think zero turn people really like zero turn. If you're a zero turn person, like you don't want anything else.
Well, just like, if you're a gas stove user, you don't like electric and vice versa.
I have a gas stove and I don't like it.
It's because it's the only thing. Well, I love my gas
I've never
stove.
liked it. I feel like that's literally a time bomb in your house.
What?
Leave that gas on one time on accident.
And have the pilot light go out on your furnace or your hot water tank one time. I mean, it's no different.
Oh, my God. It's hot water tank versus a gas stove?
What, are all the burners left on?
What? It could happen.
Well, I'm just saying.
You could leave that gas on, not know it.
You could.
The silent killer. I'm telling you.
You can smell natural gas, though.
You hope. What if you don't? How many houses just blow up? They're not all meth labs. Some of them are. But some
just to clarify.
Of course, some houses have blown up due to meth. Let me see. Zero turns are a lot easier to use, and you actually think once you get a hang of them, it's almost common sense. They are the best mower you could ever get. See, here comes zero turn people.
It's because they own zero turns, so they love zero turns.
You can't hold a beer when using a zero turn. Someone said on the
very true. That was the
good point.
Yes.
Good point. So I don't know. You guys, are you zero turn guys? Are you sit down guys? Jake, do you cut the grass at your house?
No, we have just a standard mower. I have used a zero turn at Star's dad's house, not to cut the grass. We were just riding it one day because
Like just for funsies.
Yeah, because he got a new
Was
one.
it easy for you to figure out?
It wasn't too bad, but if you want to turn right, you have to turn left, and it's opposite, so you do have to think about it for a while.
Opposite?
Yeah, like if you want to turn right, you have to turn the
It's
left
almost
handle.
like backing out of a driveway. Like you're going to turn your wheel the opposite way of
I'll see.
the
I'll kill
direction
myself.
you want to go.
You'll see me upside down on a tree.
I think eventually
Left
your
is
brain,
right. Right is left.
your brain would just click.
Are we in Europe? I'm zero turn, baby. You're a zero turn too. Is it that much better? To me, they go too fast. I see my neighbor. His ass zips back and forth. I'm like, bro, slow it down. You in a race? You're not going to get good lines doing
I
that.
get why my brother-in-law has a zero turn, though. They live on an enormous piece of property. So when I say enormous, I mean like their backyard is bigger than our front yard here. You see what I'm saying? Like it goes way down to the creek.
Who's ever used the old lawnmower with the push blades? That's the workout from hell. Never used one of those.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
But I've seen them.
they just look miserable.
They really do. Sports coming up right after Finger 11. One thing on Q. Rage Room. These effing kids complaining about going back to school when they just had over 2 weeks off. I am dreading summer. That's funny.
I know.
For every mom like Lauren who loves when her kids are home,
I do.
there's
I do.
moms that want get out of the damn house right now.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Actually, my kid started mocking me last week at the end of the week. He's like, "Oh, mommy's going to start going. Oh, you only have a couple more days left of vacation. I love when you guys are home." Like he was making fun of me because I do.
What are you going to do when they move out?
I don't know. That's an honest to goodness question. That's why I told Tony, I said, we need to start working on each other. We need to like start finding a hobby or something because otherwise it's really going to sting. We're going to like stand there and stare at each other and be like, no, what do you want to do?
Maybe like do couples like ceramic painting.
I could see Tony being down for that.
We'll get like a sports thing for him. Get like a Browns helmet. He can do a paint a ceramic
Okay,
Browns
that's going to
helmet.
last us for like 2 weeks. Then what?
So you keep doing other things.
So we're going to have our house full of ceramic
Oh
paint,
my God, imagine
painted
just ceramic
ceramics.
things everywhere that you two painted together with love. Can you imagine that? Do a Bernie Kosar.
That's like a nightmare.
Oh, everywhere you go, ceramics. This is getting weird.
Would you do that one yesterday? What about that one 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, just wait. Tomorrow we're doing a Jim Brown. Oh, it's going to be amazing. for Young Fest. Hotel, airfare, all taken care of. We fly to Vegas. We put you up in a hotel in Vegas. We give you tickets to the show. You go and watch Panic at the Disco. That alone would be worth it. Then Blink 182, Avril Lavigne, Simple Plan, over 50 other bands. It's going to be an amazing experience that someone is going to get to experience right here. These contests, I like to remind you guys, every contest we do at the station, it's not a regional contest. It's not a national contest. Someone that listens to this station lives right here in this area. That's who wins these contests. That's who gets to go to these awesome experiences. So looking forward to that. Just like I said, we're giving away tickets in the 8 o'clock hour to go to Cincinnati in October to see 21 Pilots. One of you is going to win that. Fantastic. We have that for you. Plus, Free Advice Friday coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. So anything you guys could use advice on, Lauren, Jake, and I are here to help you, and we will do just that like we do every Friday. Text messages. Christian, I promise you, if I can drive my husband zero turn, you can drive a zero turn.
See?
Text message. I don't own a zero turn, but I do like seeing a hot woman riding one. Something about that can be hot. Depending on what she's wearing, yeah, I suppose it could be. You know?
Well, she's not cutting the grass nude.
No, but she might be in like a little like sports bra, some teeny shorts. You know what I mean?
These poor ladies out there that are trying to get after the yard work. Now they got to worry about people staring at them.
Oh, why we wear sunglasses? I got to tell you guys what I seen in Hartville yesterday. I seen someone riding a jet ski on the road. It had wheels on it. I never, ever knew you could do that to a waterized jet ski.
That is bizarre.
Hartville, man.
Look at that.
Cool. I've seen that on like YouTube, but not in real life. That's so cool. That's in Hartville.
So someone has that in Hartville, driving around on a jet ski.
Hey, man.
Zero turn all the way. It's so fun. You know what I worry about, though, with the zero turn, honestly? Not being able to do a straight lines.
Okay, well, George on Facebook says, Skag zero turn, 12 miles per hour, cutting perfect lines. Good morning, folks.
That's what I need. I need my lines to look good. Got to have good lines. And I wonder if the zero turn, I wouldn't have good lines.
Why wouldn't you?
Because I feel like you drive a little haphazardly with those. Where like the old school, like John Deere, you're just like, you know what I mean? Like you're deliberate.
Yeah.
You're doing a nice, perfect straight line back and forth. I feel like the zero turn just like boom, boom. You're like
you still have a dock.
You're like on a tilt-a-whirl. You're basically riding a tilt-a-whirl in your backyard with those things. And the fact that left is right and right is left, my brain doesn't work that well at things like that. I'm a creature of habit.
Well, then get your
How
tractor.
the hell does this make me go left?
Get your tractor with the cup holder and then get a straw hat to wear while you're...
Hell yeah. Some overalls.
Yeah.
Be out there. Put some, chew on some straw in my mouth.
I mean, you don't have to do
some
that.
Tobacco. Hand rolled, of course.
I just really meant to protect your bald head. I didn't mean like Farmer Joe rolling up
I use
on
that to
the
get color
cul-de-sac.
on my bald head. I don't like to wear hats when I'm cutting my grass.
All right, well.
I like to get some sun. I don't look as paley. Got some sun on the head again yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
All professionals use them, and they get perfect lines, Christian. All right. I get the peer pressure here. All right? I get it. Everyone seems to think the zero turn's the way to go. Something's got to happen. I got to purchase something.
Aren't they more expensive?
Yeah, dude. They're like $8,000.
That's like the price of a golf cart.
I know. You know what sucks? You know what really, really sucks? The people we bought the house off of, their husband offered us their sitting lawnmower for like $200. And we were going to take it. Then he called us back. Oh, I'm sorry. My wife already sold it to the neighbor. We were going to get it. We were like, absolutely. That's a great deal. Yes. Leave it. We don't care if it's old or you're.
Yeah, well, your neighbor's staring at you, push mowing your lawn, chuckling.
Every time I see him doing it, mowing his lawn, I'm like, could have had that for $200.
Yep.
And it's nice. Works great. It's not an old beat up.
Yeah.
They were just moving to Kentucky. And,
that sucks. They couldn't take it. It was harder to take.
Yeah. We had already said yes, and he had to come. He's like, obviously, I'm an idiot. My wife already sold it, and I didn't know. My zero turn cut my mowing time in half. All right, everybody. I cave. I give up.
We knew you would, regardless of what listener says.
Well, I'm going to do whatever Jamie says.
Yeah, I was just going to say, she wanted a zero turn.
She wants a zero turn. The baby gets a zero turn.
There you go.
But I was so frustrated. I go, I'm ready to max out the Home Depot or Lowe's card right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're good. We'll pay it off. Like, this sucks.
Yeah.
I'm willing to add debt to this family to get a good, expensive. I have 0.8 of an acre. Good workout with the push mower. Mine's a good workout too. I wouldn't mind the push mower. Maybe I just kind of got not the best quality. I don't know.
Do your blades need sharpened?
I don't know. I just bought it last year.
Okay, but that doesn't mean
like July.
You should
of last
that
year.
doesn't mean anything. I mean,
so I don't. So
are your wheels all set at the same height?
Yeah, I have it at the highest setting to cut so that it's not low to because of how high my grass is. It still don't matter. It's like boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Zero turn is faster, but the beer thing is a deal breaker for me. You're the second person to text about that.
Yeah, but they have koozies that are like necklaces that go around your neck.
They do.
So you can put your beer around your neck.
They do.
I'm just saying.
You know what's funny? It just reminded me of this. Jamie and I were going for a walk probably 2 weeks ago. It was one of the times where it actually was really hot out. Like really one of those where we had like one good day a week. And we were on the other street, not our street, pushing Jimmy around, just getting some fresh air. And there was a guy mowing his lawn, and his wife was sitting out there. Now this guy's probably in his 60s, but like healthy 60s, no decrepit. 60s isn't old anymore. It's old, but like I feel like when we were kids, everyone in their 60s was like shriveled, hunched over, like half dead. You know what I mean? Like 60-year-olds aren't like that no more.
That or be in our brains, like,
or maybe that's how we saw it.
Yeah.
60-year-olds aren't like that no more, man.
No.
They're outside. They're mulching. You know what I mean? They're mowing their lawn. They're doing stuff in the yard, in the garage. Like they're moving quick.
Tony's dad is 79 and still cuts the grass, works in the yard, spreads mulch.
So this guy's shirtless. He's shirtless with some like khaki shorts and a trucker hat mowing his lawn. Nice house, nice lawn. Like these, if they're retired, they did well. And they're chilling, and he's thirsty. His wife's sitting in a lawn chair at the garage reading a book, and he yells at her. I can't even reenact this. It's probably not going to translate, but like, she's just sitting there like the nice wife, the Stedford wife.
Enjoying the outdoors, yeah.
And he's like, hey! Like, yells at, hey! Over the lawnmower, and she's like, drink, bring it. Like, the honest to God is like, my drink, bring it.
Now, he might have gotten a water bottle chucked at his head if that's how I was asked.
My thought was like, man, if I did that, Jamie would come at me with a hammer.
Yeah.
So she brings him his drink. And then he takes a big drink, gets it back to her, and I swear to God goes, like, waves her off.
Oh, my gosh.
And then she's walking back to the garage with
his drink.
The drink. And he goes, hey! And he says, put it on the garbage can so I can grab it as I go by. I was like, holy poop.
And I would have chucked that thing right at him.
I was like, holy, are we back in time? Was it the 50s? What are we doing right now?
When you mow, do you get mad when you get stopped?
What do you mean?
Like if Jamie comes out to tell you she's going to the store or something like that, you have to actually kill the engine on the mower. Do you get irritated?
No, I'm just like, what? I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
Right.
My first thing is, what am I doing wrong?
Why?
I don't
Why
know.
is that the first place your mind goes?
I'm programmed to like, all right, I'm screwing something up.
Stop.
No, I don't I get mad that I have to keep starting.
He gets mad at me if I have to if he has to actually kill the engine. Now, if I just walk up to him as he's passing by and I'm like, we're leaving, like kind of do the motion, like, we're leaving, be back soon.
Yeah.
He just kind of waves. He's like, okay, be careful. But if I have to have a conversation with him and he has to turn off the mower, he gets so frustrated with me. He just really couldn't wait until I'm done. I'm like, no, I didn't feel like it could.
Oh, man. All right, it's 7:47. Whoops.
Who is this? Call now to win tickets to the When We Were Young tour in Las Vegas with Q92.
All right, time to get a finalist. How would you like to fly to Vegas? How would you like to have a hotel in Vegas once we fly you out to Vegas? How would you like to go to the When We Were Young Festival on October 18th? Panic at the Disco, Blink-182, Avril Lavigne, Simple Plan, so much more. You can do that if you're a finalist. You can become one right now. Caller number 10, 330-450-9292. Caller 10, good luck.
Okay, so have you guys been to the store recently?
Yes.
And no. Like, literally, this is brand new. So my favorite store is Target, right? We go to Target often. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or try and lie. Anyhow, why do we have to have sales reps in stores where you're just trying to get your shopping done?
Oh, Sam's Club does that.
Sam's Club does it. I will say Costco's really good about it. There's reps there, but they don't approach you. You have to come to them.
Those Sam's Club people damn near tackle you.
Oh my gosh, it's awful. Well, Target has now allowed reps to be in the back of their store by their cell phones, peddling cell phone service plans. And to Target, I say, you suck. I'm sorry. This was the interaction that I had over the course of, I was there a week ago today, and I was there, and I have not gone back yet. And part of it was because of this exchange. I was there a week ago today, and then I was also there the previous Sunday. So Sunday to Monday, or Sunday to anyhow, it was a few days. It was less than a week. We were approached. She asked what we were paying for our cell phone plan, and I told her, and she's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's so high. Well, it's not. Let me just tell you that. For 5 lines and internet being under $250, it's not. Tries to reorganize after we told her that we're in a contract, completely ignored us, is like steamrolling us to come with her, and finally my husband speaks up, and he's like, we said we're not interested. So we walk away, and I'm there the following Friday with my daughter because Sabrina Carpenter dropped a new album. What? Anyhow.
Oh, you got the vinyl?
Yeah. The same woman approaches us, and I said, we already spoke last Sunday. I was here last Sunday. I said, oh, yeah, you were. For sure. I remember. And she's like, well, let's talk about it. And I said, no, I'm going to tell you what I told you then. We're just trying to shop. We're not interested.
Yeah.
She walked away and was like mumbling something under her breath. Listen, I am not the rude one. I am trying to save you time. You're going nowhere fast with me. But moreover, why are these stores allowing sales reps to interrupt the shopping experience in their store? Because it's putting a bad taste in my mouth. I'll tell you what, I'll go to all online shopping. I don't want to be bothered. And I'm not an introvert.
this morning?
Calling from Canton.
All right, man. You're call number 10. You're now a finalist.
Nice. Let's go.
Congrats, Ryan. You're in the running for this amazing flyaway to Vegas to the When We Were Young Festival. Hotel and airfare on us, and you could be headed there to see bands like Blink-182, Panic at the Disco, Simple Plan, Avril Lavigne, and 50 other bands. I mean, it's incredible. Ryan, tell everybody your favorite station hooking you up, making you a finalist.
Q92.
All right, Orion, you're in the running now, too. We've gotten 2 finalists this morning in the 6 o'clock hour. We made Samantha a finalist for this awesome contest. Just made Orion one here this hour. We got 2 more chances to become a finalist for this contest. The Q to call is going to be heard again in the 9 o'clock hour. And Lauren, we are going to get a finalist on the live video stream as well.
Yeah, you can head over to Facebook, YouTube, or X. Find that video live stream. Give it a like. In the comments, just write, "Oh, goodness." That's all you got to do.
Oh, goodness. Remember, who was it? Was it Pillsbury dough person that had that jingle? Oh, that copper fresh dough. Who was that?
I don't know.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know the jingle?
Yeah, I just know the Pillsbury Doughboy for the...
Yeah. Do you ever hear the Pillsbury Doughboy?
Yeah, I know who that is. I don't know that jingle or whatever you just said.
What did you say?
I don't think it was that copper fresh dough? Maybe it wasn't. It was something. It was a jingle for somebody. Well, I used to love the Pillsbury Doughboy. He was great. Touch his belly.
Yep. That's for Pillsbury Poppin' Fresh.
Poppin' Fresh. That's what that was.
1980s.
It's a good time. It was a real good time. Hey, next hour, guess what? 21 Pilots tickets to give away for their show at TQL Stadium in Cincinnati, Thursday, September 18th. That is the opening night of the tour. You will see show number 1 of the tour in Cincinnati. How awesome is that? We are going to be giving you tickets to that show coming up next hour. So if you're a 21 Pilots fan, be listening. Also, 8 o'clock hour coming up, Free Advice Friday. Listen, you're sitting out there right now. There might be something weighing on you, a decision you have to make, a question you'd like to ask, and you'd like some unfiltered, honest advice. Well, we're the people for it. Maybe it could be something with your job, with your career, something with your family, something with your romantic life, anything. Like me, like which zero-turn mower should I buy? You ask a question, and Lauren, Jake, and I, and the listeners here at Q92, they'll chime in as well, and we'll give you advice. And like I always said, that's the best kind of advice you can get sometimes is advice from people that don't necessarily know you on a personal level, because we're not going to tell you what we think you want to hear, because we don't really know you to show you favoritism. We're going to be honest. There's people that have said advice now. We've kind of told them they were wrong before.
Yeah.
We've done that.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, any topic that you could use some advice on, call us up, 330-450-9292. You can text the station what you need advice on, 330-269-9292. You can even leave it in the comments on Facebook, YouTube, and X. We will see it. We'll get to it. It's all coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. Right now, it's Kings of Leon. Use Somebody. Remember this one? Q92. Hey, I saw a Chicago microbiologist tested the 5-second rule to find out if there really is a 5-second rule.
Okay.
Yes. Here's what you found out. It doesn't matter how long or how short your food has bacteria.
I'm so glad he conducted a study.
Yes. Yeah, every single dish, including the one that touched the floor for 0 seconds, how is that possible, showed microbial growth. Debunking the idea that food is safe if picked up quickly. He also found similar levels of bacteria at 5 seconds and 1 minute, concluding that whether it's 5 seconds or 60, your food now has bacteria on it. Every single dish. There was nothing.
Well, they tell you there's germs literally on everything, but here's the thing.
There's germs on it when it comes to you, though.
They say microbial growth, but not all microbes are bad for you. Did you know that if you overuse or abuse hand sanitizer, you can actually kill good bacteria that needs to be on your skin?
Yes, you can.
For a good flora.
You absolutely can. You got to build your immune system.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I call just BS on this whole thing because he's not telling us whether it's good or bad bacteria that he's finding on him. Of course you're going to find microbes. Are you kidding? That's just science. You have them on your skin. You think The minute you step out of your shower.
Well, and we've talked about this in the show a million times too. There's poop on everything.
Okay, I don't know about everything.
On that microphone you're talking in?
There's not poop on my microphone.
Particles?
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
No.
Doorknobs? Yes.
Why?
Because we fart in here.
I do. I do.
Hold on a second. Just because you break wind in the studio, that means there's
got to be
particles
There's
on my
got
mic?
There's got to be.
There are so many studies on this.
You have pants on, Jake.
It doesn't matter.
The gas.
Yeah.
It escapes.
Exactly. So where are the particles that are getting on my mic coming through your shorts?
They're floating in the air. They're particles. We're not. I'm not talking about like turds.
Erica's through pants.
Air. I'm talking about physical particles where there would be fecal matter.
People
on
that go
my
to the
mic.
bathroom here, anywhere, not just here, anywhere. You touch a door handle. You touch the table. You touch this keyboard. Particles. This mouse. Particles.
I don't think it's quite.
Your mic that you're talking in right now. Particles.
I believe it.
Yeah. Particles. I mean, I get it. It's not fun to think about. My iPhone. Particles.
Well, then that's a work hazard. We need to talk to Johnny.
Particles.
It's not true, though. That's not.
It
no,
is.
No.
It is true. Here's another one. I love our Google
Our
search
clip
here.
today better be of you going, well, it's farting here.
On everything. Let's see here. In fact, every door handle, TV remote, keyboard, lift button, bus handrail, and car seat has detectable amounts of either your poo or someone else's.
It doesn't say Mike.
Yeah, but why would it be any different?
It's not.
It's not.
She just doesn't
Because we do pass gas in this room occasionally, and it would just happen to be that way.
Popular Science. Here's an article from 2018. Grant you, not yesterday. You cannot escape poop bacteria is the title. And this is from Popular Science.
Oh, I
that's
like
science
Popular
that's
Science.
popular.
No. That's actually a really good magazine. I used to buy media in that magazine.
So there you go. I don't know what to tell you. It's gross to think about, but it's true. It's very true. Just something to think about as you guys go about your days.
Oh, hold on.
I think you guys need to come in and have someone take samples of the particles, LOL.
Hold on a second. I just am able to debunk what you guys said about the whole tooting in the studio. It says, no, generally there are no fecal particles in farts. Farts or flatulence are primarily composed of gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, and methane. While some gases have an odor, they're not fecal particles.
Not the way I do it.
It depends. There's other factors.
What are you guys, crapping your pants in here with me?
Does Lauren think particles are bigger than air? That's part of how they travel.
I got that. I literally just proved you guys wrong, though. That it's
About the
scientific
farting?
that when you... Yes. Because you're saying that's how it gets on my mic.
I didn't say that. He said that. I didn't say that.
That was a guess. I don't know how it. If it's.
Oh,
if that's
now
not,
it's a guess.
If that's not the answer, well, they're on there. I just if farting's not the answer, I don't know what is, but they're still on there.
When you flush the toilet, it says on the text line, when you flush the toilet, you should close the lid.
Yes.
They did a blacklight study, and the particles shoot straight up.
Yeah, they do. I do know that.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Particles.
that's like, it's right there. You're at the source.
Did Lauren not take science class? LOL. Particles are very, very small.
I get that.
I know she thinks there's like brown little turds on everything.
Okay, so you listeners listening right now, you really think walking around all day long, you just got poo particles swirling around in the universe all around your head. Everything you touch, everything you come in contact with. All I'm saying is I don't think.
Yes.
No, I don't.
Yes.
I can't get on board.
Well, you don't trust your doctor, so that doesn't surprise me.
Well, that's true too. But it was one
I'm sorry.
diagnosis, and I told you that I started to believe him after things started changing.
You wouldn't even take the medicine he prescribed.
I did. I've got 1 day left.
2
Tomorrow's
days
my last
later,
day.
because you didn't believe he was telling you the truth.
1 day later.
Oh, good Lord. Girl believes Google over her doctor. It's not good. That's not a good theory. And you're getting better now.
I am.
See? Isn't it great?
Yeah, and I got 1 day left on the medicine. So, yeah, it was so mind-blowing that that's what he said it was.
People don't wash their hands, text line. So, yes, there's poop everywhere.
Well, that's not necessarily, not all people, but yeah, I get your point.
It's everywhere. Wave your hand around right now in the air. Wave it around.
Oh, my gosh.
You just touched poop. Q92, Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on your radio. Maybe you're listening at our website, Q92radio.com. You can listen to the station 24/7 there. Maybe you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or X, because we are live on all three of those right now. Q92 Radio on Facebook and YouTube, at Q92 on X. Like, follow, subscribe. We would love that. Smash that subscribe button, as all the podcasters like to say. Go ahead, do me a favor. If you like this video, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell to get those notifications.
Yep.
Just saying, if anyone would do that, I'd really appreciate it. You don't have to smash it, but I mean, if you could hit
Just
it.
like hit it, tap it.
Yeah, tap it. We'd really appreciate that. We love getting new followers on our social media. Growing by the day.
Especially the TikTok.
Telling you, everything.
Consistent.
I do. I'm a numbers guy. I get a little obsessive with it. I check and log the numbers every morning. We literally, in just a day, had growth on both X, TikTok, Threads, Instagram, Facebook. Just growing. Had a nice little jump on Facebook yesterday. Nice little jump.
That's good.
So, love to see it. Follow us on everything. Q92 Radio Canton on TikTok.
Nice.
Q92.
He's absorbing it.
Q92 Radio Canton on TikTok. Follow us there. Like I said, at Q92 on X, Q92 Radio on YouTube, Q92 Radio on Facebook, Q92 Radio on Instagram, and Q92 Radio on Threads. Follow us on it all. Coming up this hour, like we told you, 21 Pilots. This is really cool. Their show at TQL Stadium in Cincinnati on Thursday, September 18th. It'll still be hot. Absolutely. Yeah. But the cool thing about this, what I think is cool, opening night of the tour. It's where it starts. I've never been to like night one of a tour. That's kind of cool.
And I believe it's the only show they're playing in Ohio.
So you could be there. We got tickets. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 10, and you'll win them. Plus, like I said, Free Advice Friday is coming up this hour. So let us know what you could use some advice on. We will help you out. We're here for you. And then don't forget 9 o'clock hour. 2 chances to become a finalist for that trip to Vegas to see When We Were Young Festival. Hotel airfare all included with this contest. You're going to hear the cue to call in the 9 o'clock hour, and then you're going to have a chance to become our stream finalist, Lauren, if they go over to the live video feed of the show.
Yeah, you can head to Facebook, YouTube, or X, give it a like. In the comments, just say, oh, goodness. And then that lets us know that you want in on this. And one of you that does that will be selected at the end of the show as our very latest finalist.
Remember Full House when she would go, oh, my goodness, oh, my goodness.
I know, I don't remember that.
No. The littlest one, the Olsen twins.
Michelle?
Yeah, Michelle, even though there was 2 of them. Remember how blown your mind was you found out there was 2 of them?
I don't remember
Yeah,
when I found
remember.
out there was 2 of them.
I remember.
I mean, I knew that there was 2 of them, but I don't remember that
Yeah.
moment. I have a hard time retaining moments. I don't remember when I saw my first black squirrel, and I don't remember when I found out that there were 2 kids playing Michelle
Remember when
Tanner.
you found out John Stamos, that long hair was a wig in the first couple seasons?
Nope, don't remember that either.
You know how I found out?
Oh.
The Kokomo video.
Oh.
The Beach Boys that John Stamos is famously in. And then he explained in an interview after that, I want to say in the TV Guide, that he, that's a wig. And then he cut it in the show. And then
I see. Okay.
when he had the mullet, that
Yeah.
wasn't his actual hair.
Was that like more like Jesse and the Rippers days?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Jesse and the Ripper. Right.
No, I only remember Michelle saying the whole like, you got it, dude, and you're in big trouble, mister. You know what I mean? Like those were.
You're in a lot of trouble, mister. Yeah. Those are the days, man. Those were the days. Someone texted in, play Kokomo. Why? Because John Stamos in the music video?
Well, and the Beach Boys, Brian Wilson died this week.
He did. But Kokomo didn't. Kokomo lives forever.
It will live forever, and it's a great song.
It was an amazing song. And it came out of nowhere, like in the 90s. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I know. I did a talent show to this with my friend Kara. Eighth grade. We'll get there fast, but then we'll take it slow. Right.
Come on.
We'll hurry up and get there, and then we'll wind down together.
Oh, let's go. Congrats again to Brad from Boardman. He just won 18 holes of golf at Spring Valley Golf Course, plus a new golf bag and clubs for Father's Day. Big thanks to our friends at Spring Valley Golf Course in East Sparta, welcoming golfers of all skill.
Happy Father's Day, Brad.
Seriously. Enjoy that, Brad. You and your kids. It's Kokomo. I'll do it. You know what? I'll do it. Damn it. It's Friday.
I like it, you little rebel.
Yeah. I don't play by the rules. Yes, I do. You see, hubby and I are two mids that made beautiful children, like strangers constantly commenting on how cute they are. Confuses me every day. Oh, yeah, two mids. Listen, mids.
See, that's how I feel about Tony and I. But I think our children are pretty. Like, they got the best parts of us.
Well, I don't think as a parent you're going to think your child's ugly. You love them unconditionally. So
I don't
you're
know.
Not
When
be
they
able
first
to see.
came out, Tony was holding them, and he was like, I don't see what the hype is about newborns. They're kind of ugly.
This one here, I don't know about this one. I hope he changes. So congrats. There you go. Two mids made it cute. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm a solid 5, averaging out every person I've ever seen. I'm pretty average. I can deal with that. I actually do my makeup. I'm a good 5.5.
See? I feel like I'm with you.
Yeah, I put myself
I'm okay
at put myself at a 5.
Took me a long time to get here, though, to be at peace with it.
That's funny. What do you rank yourself? What do you give yourself on the 10 scale?
I'd say a 5 or 6.
Yeah,
for
I'll
me.
go. I'm good with 5.
Yeah.
Oh, you leaning 6?
I said 5 to 6.
Well, cocky there, huh?
No. I'm saying that because I agree
between
with,
5 and 15.
there is a marked difference between Lauren with makeup on and Lauren without makeup, okay?
Yeah, this is all I got. So I guess I should probably stick at 5. Jake, what do you think you are?
I was going to go 6.
Good for you.
I would go, yeah, you're 6.
You have youth on your side?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, 6. At your peak, what do you think you were?
Oh, at my peak? And I'll show you a picture at my peak.
Yeah.
So you understand where I'm going. I'd say 7.5.
That's funny. I was going to say myself 7.
Yeah.
Now, I peaked very early, and the decline was awful.
I peaked, and then
but,
once I started having children, I was like, oh, no.
yeah. At your, Jake, or do you think you're at your peak?
I don't know. I would probably say I'm at my peak. If not, maybe a 7 too. I don't know.
Okay, that's fair.
So 7, and you think you're currently at your peak?
Yeah.
25. That's not crazy to say.
No, I was going to say mine probably, I peaked at 22 because
You're in your 40s. Ain't
I
nobody
had my
peaked.
first baby at 23.
If you're in Hollywood, you could be peaking in your 40s.
Oh my gosh, Jake, you're 25.
Yeah.
When I was 25, I had a mortgage and, well, not yet, but I was baking another child. I would have had one child and one on the way. That's weird.
My
Super
husband, I love
weird.
people are texting about this. My husband and I are short and chunky, solid 4s. Our kids are so cute. And I'm not just saying that, LOL. My daughter is a fit competition cheerleader. Good for
Hey,
you.
look at that.
Solid 4s. Made a cutie cheerleader.
Yeah.
A fit competition cheerleader.
Yeah.
See?
See, and I would be so proud. Like, to me, I'm proud of it. I'm like, listen, I have successful children. My daughter does not have my untannable skin. She can tan. Both of them got my husband's eyelashes. You know, like, my son still gets embarrassed because even the orthodontist and the doctor still call him Mr. Lashes. He's 16, so he doesn't dig it so much anymore.
No, I don't know that any man's like,
Yeah.
I'm known for my lashes.
But he is, though. Because
Yeah.
it looks like he has eyeliner on because he has such thick lashes.
Make a great emo kid.
True, he
Make a
would.
great
He's even
emo
got the
kid.
dark hair on his own. He doesn't even have to.
Let's
like,
do it.
dye
Let's get a dog collar, huh?
I don't know what I'd do if he
Let's
ever
get some
came
Junko
in.
jeans and a chain wallet. Let's do this.
Q92.
Best morning ever.
It's always a good morning to have Q92 on. At least, could be worse. I think that's a safe bet.
It could always be worse.
Yeah, come on. 21 Pilots tickets later on this hour. Be ready. That Q to call could happen anytime. When you hear it, be caller number 10. You'll be going to their first show of their tour coming up Thursday, September 18th at TQL Stadium in the Natty. We have that for you. 2 more chances to become a finalist next hour for our When We Were Young contest. Send you to Vegas, put you up in a hotel, send you to the amazing show, Panic at the Disco, Blink-182, Avril Lavigne, Simple Plan, almost 50 other bands going to be there. You could be there enjoying that. Become a finalist twice at the 9 o'clock hour. Once with the Q to call. And Lauren, you can also try to become a finalist by going to our live stream.
Yep, head over to Facebook, YouTube, X, find that video live stream, give it a like in the comments, just write, oh goodness, that's it. And at the end of the show, we'll select one of you that does that to become our very latest finalist.
Oh goodness, put that in the comments. I know Lauren's got a Free Advice Friday coming up here, but first, this one real quick. I don't know what you mean by this. If this was, you were let down by Talk to Text, but it says, hi all at Q92. If you're trying to raise money for a house, what websites do you all recommend? And thanks. Are you OnlyFans? I don't know. What are your goals to raise money? Feet Finder? What are we?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Websites to help raise money? Was that a typo?
I don't know. If you're looking to get financing, just send us a clarification and we'll try and fit that one in.
Yeah, when you say raise money for a house, what do you mean? Like a lemonade stand? I don't,
Yeah.
GoFundMe? I want to buy a house?
I don't know how much traction.
I used to have an idea for a website where it was all about helping people buy things. It wasn't. I really didn't want it to be about not sob stories, but about people who are on hard times. Like literally the concept of man, I sure could use a new car. Let's see if people will help you get a new car. I wanted to call it Buck Up, and you could only donate $1.
That's not bad.
And you try to share that, and then you share it, and on social media, be like, hey, I donated $1. Ed's trying to get a new car. Help him. Give him $1.
Yeah.
And boom. You can only give $1. It's called Buck Up.
So what happened? You decided
I never did it.
Didn't want to do it that bad?
Because I didn't know if it was smart or the stupidest thing in the world.
You won't know until you try.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought, how cool would that be?
Mm-hmm.
If because there's the GoFundMes are great for families that lose their house in a fire or a death in the family. Those are great. And they're awesome. And it's awesome to see how charitable people can be to help people. But this, I want to be more of a, oh, crap, my car broke down. Well, buck up, buddy. Let's see if we can't help you get that new. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I do.
I'm behind a house. I'm behind
Why
in a house.
are you selling it to me now?
Oh,
Why
man.
didn't you handle this when it was timely?
Oh, like my lawnmower broke. New lawnmower. Buck up, buddy. Let's see if we can't get you that lawnmower.
Yeah. You know what's funny is actually...
So I donate, then I share it on my social hey.
No, it works. It's effective. I actually have a nonprofit that we follow and stuff like that. It's called Ride to Give, and they would donate $1 for these people that would ride miles and miles on their bicycles or whatever. But literally people only had to donate $1. But there would be 20,000 people
I'm saying
donating, then the family would get the money. You know what I mean?
And you're sitting there, and I'm only asking you to donate $1.
Right.
I'm asking you to give me $1 and ask everyone you know to give me $1.
Right. That's it. It's $1. Everybody pretty much can afford $1.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
With Apple Pay, Cash App, Venmo, you can do it.
Sorry, Buck Up. You never got the chance.
And you got it. And then a thing comes up that goes to you that says, "Buck up, Lauren. Christian just donated to help you get you a new car." You know
so
what I
it's
mean?
words of encouragement.
Yeah,
along the way.
buck up, hashtag buck up. Write that down, Jake. And then it goes, and then it builds. It's almost like, cool, can we get this guy a new car?
It's a great concept, but you never follow through, Christian.
I'll get an LLC.
At this point?
Yeah. Oh, you don't think I should?
Well, I just don't think it's not as effective as remember when GoFundMe kind of was on the scene? This would have been great for then. So people didn't feel like they had to make these huge donations.
That's what I'm saying. You can't. I'm going to make it so you can't.
What I guess I'm trying to say is, I won't mince words here. You might have missed the boat.
Oh, I've missed a lot of boats in my life. Tons of boats.
Anyway.
I just think it's a fun, interesting way to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A house that is out of your budget, but you would like to buy, they wrote back.
That's called a don't do it.
Ooh,
because
yeah, listen.
you don't need to be house poor and get foreclosed on and have to move your family. Not a good idea.
That is, as someone who's shopped for houses solo and with a family, I can 100% agree with what Lauren just said. Listen, it's so easy to get caught up looking at houses and see a house and be like, this is the house I want. This is the house for my family.
You don't want
Trust
the stress of having to make that house payment.
Yeah, but house...
It's not any way to live.
House poor is not fun.
No.
Give me the smaller house and the family vacations and the going away here and the ability to buy this and do this, other than like, we can't go anywhere. I hope you like this house, because this is our vacation house.
Is in the basement this year.
Backyard vacay. Honestly, house poor.
I got a new sprinkler. It's a day at the water park.
House poor is a real thing. House poor can be stressful no matter how nice the house is you got in. You don't want to get yourself into a bad situation financially over a house. So if it's something that you know is out of your budget, unfortunately, even though it might have been the house of your dreams.
Yeah.
I am totally with Lauren. You don't want to do that to yourself, because you're going to get settled in, and then there's going to be a moment a couple months down the road where you go maybe a half a year and you're going to go, oh no, what do we get ourselves into?
Yep.
There's no take backs on a house.
And not only that, like if you have kids and they finally get this house and they're so in love with it and they have their own spaces, do you really want to have to uproot them if it's necessary because you've stretched yourself too thin? Like that's not good either.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, or somewhere you're willing to take on another job to bring in more income.
My advice to you is to save. Save. If there's a dream home that you want, and eventually, maybe it's not the one that you're seeing right now, you can either build one that's a lot like it, or you can find another one that's very close to that as well, so that you can still achieve that dream. But don't rush it. You're going to regret it. You're going to find yourself in trouble.
Someone said 1,000%. I clear 6 figures a year. Bank approved me for $250K. I laughed. Bought 160 with 20K down. Will pay off the house in 15 years.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you draw it up.
Yep.
You're right. Just because you're approved for that
doesn't mean you should spend it.
Yeah. That guy who just texted in, great text.
Not only that, like they only look at certain things. Only you know your day-to-day expenses and how things change.
Yeah. You're right. Listen, I know a lot of people that make a lot a year annually that don't have a lot of expendable income.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't have, you can make a lot of money and not be in a good financial place. If you're living above your means, I don't care what you're making.
You can't, it doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. You can make a lot of money and owe a lot of money.
Yeah.
In which case it doesn't matter how much money you make because it's all going towards your bills.
Yeah. I know some people that were always living above their means. Even when they were making decent money, they were chasing their tail because they were just making, 80 a year, living like they're making 200K a year.
Yeah.
And you do that and it catches up to you.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one. We got more coming up, but I like that one. That ended up being a good one. And thanks for the texters for chiming in on that one. Sports right after Calvin Harris. Feels so close on Q. Oh my God. We're talking about GPAs this hour because I was just saying how I don't necessarily like the 4.9, 4.8. And I said that I totally admitted that this is a topic that like is old man get off my lawn for me.
Yep.
As we're getting older, we're starting to get those opinions that like are ours now. We don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
And there's things as you age that you go, no, it's stupid. I don't like it. It sucks. Get it out of here. That's a topic for me. The people getting over 4.0, not daughter, 4.2 or 4.3.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't get it. I was like, congratulations. I'm so glad you're doing well in school. You're awesome. I don't get it.
Yeah.
You're okay with it?
Yeah. I mean,
Jake has different issues with it than me.
My kid benefited from it. She got an
My
academic scholarship.
Is literally benefiting from it right now, getting ready to go to Akron.
Yep.
Absolutely. Some text messages. I think that honor classes are 5 for an A. Regular classes 4 for an A. At the end of the day, it's a number. I only graduated 8 years ago, and I feel old listening to this. It wasn't even like this 8 years ago. Imagine if you graduated back in the 1900s
Right?
before electricity.
I was the last year of the 1900s, by the way.
Were you?
Yeah.
99?
Yep.
Good for you. Good for you. I was 97. She's doing all the extras and college classes for the dance
That
teacher.
must be from Megan.
There's a 4.9, yeah. Yep. ZDP Wrench Monkey. I graduated with a 1.42 GPA. Granted, I never planned to go to college, but I feel like a GPA is pointless unless college is in your future plans. I did, however, score a 98 on my ASVAB, which is the test for enlisting into the military and can be used as a substitution
It can.
for the SAT. Is that out of 100?
I'm not sure what the scale is, but I do know you can use your ASVAB score in
98
place of.
sounds great. Sounds great. Let me see. Whoever texted in the tacos, I love the enthusiasm.
Super great.
But we want to take that energy.
Tacos and burritos.
We want to take that energy and we want to transfer it over to Q92's Facebook, YouTube, or X. That's the live video feed, and that's where we're going to pick a finalist from. I just say that because I want you to have a chance to become a finalist. So love it. Love that you're listening. Love you're engaged. Love that you want to become a finalist. But I want you to go do that right now on Facebook, YouTube, or X, just so you have a good chance to become a finalist. I hate how they teach math now to kids. LOL.
Listen, I agree with you. When my kids were in elementary school and like early middle school, I used to have to YouTube the Common Core math methods so I could help them with their homework.
2 plus 2 is 4.
I would show them how to do long division, and my daughter would literally have like nearly a nervous breakdown because she was like, "No, I can't do it that way. I have to show my work. They're going to mark points off."
1 and 1 is 2. How do you know that? Because I added them.
Right, because I know.
Show me
this
how you
is
added
true.
them. Okay, 1 plus 1 is 2.
Right, like 1.
Are you satisfied? I guess so. I guess that's Common Core.
Yeah.
Okay, again, let me see here. AP classes are typically 5.0 value classes, and non-AP classes are typically 4.0
there you go.
value classes. Let me see. Yeah, the ZDP Wrench guy said, he got 98 out of 100.
That's awesome.
Good for you. That's pretty good. My GPA, I don't even think I was at 3. I think I was 2 something, if I'm going to be fully honest. I believe I was a 2.7. I had a little bit of everything on my report cards. I had A's. I had B's. Never failed anything in high school.
Neither did I.
Never failed anything in high school. I did see, not a lot, but there were times there was a D.
How'd that go over at home?
Not well.
Yeah.
Papa Bigglesworth, not a fan.
We're lucky. Our kids have really taken to school. Like even my son, I was a little worried, a little shaky for him, in middle school and stuff because he hated school. Gotcha. But he's doing well. So, and he's on to AP history next year.
What was your GPA when you graduated?
I don't remember, but I know that I got a letter for my Letterman jacket. So it was good.
For academics?
Yeah. It was a genie. It was like a lamp, like a genie lamp.
No!
And it was pretty good.
What'd you play? School. This is my school.
I didn't put it on my phone.
Like a book?
I had it. I could have.
Like a book and a pencil on your...
They still do it. Like both my kids have academic letters.
Following
in their mama's footsteps.
I wonder... He's a 4-year letterman in English. On today's hit music, Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Loving the show today. Having a lot of fun with you guys. Appreciate it. 21 Pilots tickets still coming up here. And then the 9 o'clock hour, 2 chances to make you a finalist for the When We Were Young trip to Vegas to see an amazing concert. You to call and by going over to the live video feed on Facebook, YouTube, or X, clicking the like button and putting, oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
Let me see here. Someone said, Buck Up wouldn't work for me. I only have 35 friends on social media. I only make 35 max.
No.
But see, then they share it.
Right. Those 35 friends share with their friends. That's the whole concept. So your audience can be exponentially larger than who really actually knows you.
I might do it. I don't know. It could fail miserably. But you know what?
You're not going to do it.
To be great, you have to be willing to fail.
Yeah.
And you know what? There's no losses, only lessons.
You got any more puns in there for me?
Thanks. That was good advice. Are there any crowdfunding sites you'd recommend to use or know people have used that are good? For crowdfunding, I mean, I know the basics. GoFundMe.
Right. They're actually...
Is what I know.
Oh, what was it called?
I don't have Buck Up running yet, or I would help you. Buck Up, kid.
Real quick, they texted yesterday, and it was after our show ended. I saw it come through late. But we just got a text message from the winner of our Country Fest tickets that took their camper. Day 3, she says, my liver hurts, but this is amazing.
Glad you're enjoying it. You should be. You should be. So enjoy that. Another local listener enjoying an awesome experience from us here at Q92. You got to love it. You got to love it. You do. Don't you love it, Jake?
I love it.
You need any advice, Jake?
No, I don't think so.
I think we've already given ours. All right. How you feel? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. We worry about you sometimes, Jake.
I worry about myself
You
sometimes.
should.
Fair.
Yeah, it's very fair. Self-aware man. Yeah, I like that. We have some more advice?
We do. Okay. Here we go. Our neighbors have 2 boys, ages 12 and 14, who are home all alone all summer while their parents are at work. By about 11 o'clock every day, they're at our house, and usually don't leave until their parents get home in the evening, which is somewhere around 6 o'clock. They're really good kids, but they eat lunch, snacks, and dinner at our house, and this is going to be one expensive summer. I feel like I'm kind of being taken advantage of. However, I know that it's not the kids' fault. I don't want to make things awkward with the neighbors. Our boys are really good friends with theirs. How do you handle something like this? Is it inappropriate for me to ask her to pitch in? I don't think it is.
No, I would think they would offer. But sometimes
maybe they don't know.
Sometimes it's not like rudeness. It's just like you miss it. You're unaware.
Right. Maybe the parents know, like they text and be like, hey, we're going over to our friend's house, whatever. And the parents are like, cool, but they're not thinking of the fact that they're eating every day while they're there.
Listen, I have 3 nephews that spend a lot of time at my house. One is about to be a junior in high school. One's about to be a freshman in high school. One's in 6th grade. They eat.
Boys eat a lot.
They will house some food, and without any regard.
I'm not real sure where it goes.
Yeah, I don't get that either. I wish I could do that still.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, I can, but become an amoeba. So I mean, like they are just like no big deal. Then they're outside running around doing whatever.
But groceries are expensive right now, so I can feel for this lady.
They are. No,
or
I
man.
don't.
I'm guessing it was a woman.
I don't think you're rude for bringing that up. I just think
maybe it's a quick walk over and be like, hey, we love having the boys over. They love hanging out together during the day. Like, this is cool and everything. It's getting a little expensive. Like, I didn't know if you realized, like, they're eating lunch and then afternoon snack and sometimes dinner with us.
Yeah, because they, like you said, might be unaware. It might be like kids. Maybe she already has food at the house for the kids.
Right,
like kids, I bought lunch meat. I bought sandwiches. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, just be like, are you aware? Like, I don't mind them eating at our house, but like, if they're going to eat with us every day, do you mind pitching in like maybe $30 a week to help offset some of the cost because things are tight for us, or whatever you want to say to them? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Or maybe it might have just never hit their radar, and then like, oh my god, of course.
Yes, it might. I get you don't want to make it awkward. You don't want to, upset the apple cart. But at the same time, I think like as these boys as parents, they deserve to know. Then maybe they already know, and maybe they don't have a clue. You know what I mean? Like they really, like you said, haven't.
Just hasn't hit their radar.
Right.
I feel like that's something.
And summer just started.
Yeah.
So, but I get it. If it keeps happening, yes, it's going to be expensive.
Absolutely. So hopefully it helps you. That's how we would probably handle it. Have the conversation. And that's be a laid back conversation.
I know it would suck. I would be like, Tony, you go have it. And he'd be like, I'm not having it. This would be an argument probably for a couple weeks until finally I'd be like, I can't feed these children unless their parents pay us.
Something must change.
Right.
It's 8:44. 21 Pilots tickets coming up real soon. Right now, it's newly engaged Dua Lipa Illusion on Q92. Yeah, no, those were good times. Grunge.
Yeah.
That's when the whole grunge rock.
And Gavin
thing was big.
Rossdale, forget about it.
Women loved Gavin Rossdale.
Yeah, this one did.
Ex-husband of Gwen Stefani.
Yep.
They had 2 children together.
Pretty children, too.
I've never seen the children to rate their looks, but I'm sure they're fine.
Well, I mean, when you take 2 good-looking people like that.
It's true. No,
Yeah.
I admit, the women loved Gavin Rossdale.
Although, have you ever noticed that sometimes, like, this is going to sound really mean, but, like, maybe not so attractive parents make, like, a stunner?
Yeah.
And then vice versa? Like,
yeah, if they're 2 pretty people, I don't think their children turn out that great.
The 2 uglies.
Sometimes
the 2
they do.
uglies can cancel out and make a pretty.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes 2 pretties can make a quite ugly.
Yeah, but then, like, it goes the other way, too. Like, 2 pretties sometimes don't make such a cute.
That's what I just said.
Oh, okay.
2 pretties make an ugly.
There's a lot of pretties and uglies thrown around right here. No, I wouldn't use the word ugly. Maybe just not so attractive.
Sure.
No one's ugly.
Sure. Well,
you can have an ugly
subjective.
personality.
Yeah, I think you can have an ugly face. I think it's possible.
Okay.
I don't think it's possible. I mean, I think it's cute you're trying to be all political correct. That's
I'm
cute.
trying to be sweet and nice.
No, there's no ugly humans out there at all. No one's ugly. Right.
I mean, it's few and far between that I actually look at somebody who was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like I don't walk around like that.
Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure people listen. Chances are someone's looked at all of us in our lives like that's an ugly person.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not putting myself. Everyone.
No, none of us are all that glamorous. Are you kidding me? Have you guys ever heard the term "face for radio"? I mean,
Yeah.
if I were here.
Yeah. I got you. I got you. We can't all be
The
sexy
evening,
Rexy.
right? The evening news didn't want us.
No. Oddly enough, television said, "Could you leave?" All right. Your head is blocking all the lights and reflecting it and blinding everybody.
You would need a significant amount of powder on that.
Yeah. Maybe some bronzer. Too. 21 Pilots, TQL Stadium in Cincinnati, opening night of the tour, Thursday, September 18th. Want to go? We got tickets. You just got to be caller 10 right now, 330-450-9292. Caller 10, you're going to see 21 Pilots. Good luck.
iPhone.
Mom, it's the end of school. We started dissection this week. I can't do it. He's like, it took everything in me. My eyes started watering, not to gag. My son is the most sensitive gag reflex.
I remember doing the dissection. What did we do? A frog or a cat?
They did pig fetuses.
I didn't do a fetus. I did an actual animal.
What do you think a fetus is? It's an actual animal. It's just.
I know, but like I did, we had like the real full grown.
You guys like went and swiped animals from a farm?
I don't know where we got them. We did. I think was it a cat? I think it was a cat. I'm trying to think. I didn't dissect. It was nothing small that I dissected. Might have been a frog and a cat.
Did you just say a cat?
A frog and maybe I'm making that up.
Yeah, that's crazy. There's no way you did a cat.
Okay,
I was going to say.
Maybe it wasn't a
I
cat.
haven't heard of this population. Like,
Hold on. I'll text someone I went to school with. They'll know.
We just did frogs.
I did
Yeah,
a
me
frog.
too.
I might be making up totally the cat. Why do I have a cat?
Christian did a cat, Jake.
Wow.
Like, yeah, and then I went to school and dissected a frog. Let me see here. Brian,
Principal
my
was
friend
ripping-
Brian will know.
The principal was ripping down lost cat posters all over town.
Hold on, I'm texting my friend Hud right now.
You did not do a cat.
You're probably right. Now that I think, no, I got it was before I was even done texting. It was a cat. We dissected a cat. I'm not crazy. Thanks, Hud.
That's
I've
disgusting.
never heard of
That
that.
is actually sick.
What?
Yeah.
Text message. We dissected a cat in school.
You shouldn't be allowed
What
to
school?
dissect a family pet.
Name your school. I don't think we took it from a home.
Where do you think it came from?
I don't know. The streets.
It's a cat.
Yeah, but those
There's a
frogs
lot
and
of
those
them.
pigs are bred for that purpose. And
Right.
it's-
No one breeds a frog.
It's more
to be
humane.
dissected.
I feel like it's more humane and acceptable than opening up a cat.
A kitty.
Yeah.
We weren't killing them to dissect them.
Did you take its
They
collar off
showed up
before you
dead.
did it?
No, but I shoved the crying girl away. I was like, get out of here. I got to get an A. I was like, let's go.
Oh my god.
We dissected a cat in school. Happy about that. There we go. We did a cat at Youngstown City Schools.
This is a yo thing.
Okay. Good morning, Q92 from Crypto Dad and Bit Daughter checking in a month ago. Bitcoin was less than 90K. Now it's over 107K. Did you buy that dip for a nice profit? No, I don't. I still don't understand Bitcoin. I don't even know if it's real.
I know. We need your help.
We dissected full-grown cats at Carrollton High School. Aha!
What is wrong with
You
these?
guys were
What
weird.
is wrong with these teachers that they're getting cats?
I love it. You guys were weird, not me.
No.
Dissecting frogs.
You
guys
cat
are,
dissectors
you guys
are the
are
ones.
terrible. Anatomy at the Trumbull Career Center. I don't know what that means. Oh, you dissected a cat there. That's where Trumbull County Career Center. Cats. Question of the morning out of nowhere. It's gross. What animals did you dissect in school? Like I tell you, if it was in my sleep, what a way to go.
That's true.
What a way to go.
There's something to be said for that.
I'm telling you. We've said that before. If you could pick, isn't that what you're picking?
I know, but probably Jimmy would like to have you go in your sleep when you're in your 80s.
I get it.
Not now.
I get it. But I get that too. Something about waking up, just there's Jesus.
Oh, hi.
It's time to wake up. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Jesus!
Right.
Oh. I'd be like, oh.
You're throwing the covers back. Where's the buffet? I
You
know
what
it's
else
up
I wonder,
here.
like, when you die and you go to heaven, you know what I mean? Like, is there like a second where, like, you see him and you're like, oh, hello. And Jesus is like, yeah.
Right. So about that. Yeah, it was your time.
So, sorry about that. Time was up.
Do you think they give you a tour or you just know where to go?
I don't know. And who gives it?
Maybe someone in your family that went before
You
you.
know what I mean? There goes a big crowd. Moses comes up. I have this. Everyone move. Move. All right. There you go. Pearly gates. Thank you. Ashley, you are caller number 10. You're the winner.
Oh my God! No way. That's great.
Congratulations, Ashley. You're headed to see 21 Pilots in Cincinnati. This is the opening night of the tour, the only Ohio date, happening Thursday, September 18th. And Ashley, you're going to be there.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Wow.
Congratulations. Just tell everybody your favorite station helping you beat the box office.
Q92.
There you go. Going to see 21 Pilots in Cincinnati. How cool is that? Be listening because we're going to have more chances for you to win tickets to see 21 Pilots coming up here on the station. Could be with us, could be with Nicolina, could be with Jadeb in the afternoon. You never know. So keep listening. 9 o'clock hour is coming up. Now in the 9 o'clock hour, like we've been telling you, 2 more chances to get included for our awesome contest When We Were Young Festival in Las Vegas. We send you there. We put you up in a hotel. We give you tickets to see people like Panic at the Disco, Blink-182, Avril Lavigne, Simple Plan, so much more. What an experience that's going to be, and one of you is going to get to go there. We're going to get 2 finalists, though. Cue to call next hour, and again, you can become our stream finalist. Head on over to the live stream that's on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Click the like button and put "Oh Goodness" in the comments section, and you'll be good to go. Speaking of 21 Pilots, it's Saturday right here on Q92. A survey or a interview with a Dr. Shazadi Harper, an expert in menopause and hormonal changes, affecting libido. It's been revealed the best time of day to express your love physically.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Do you think morning, afternoon, or night?
Night.
Jake?
Morning.
Jake, the sexpert, is right. It is the morning, apparently.
You got kids. That ain't happening.
Well, it says testosterone levels are high for both men and for women. They're at their highest. Testosterone is the hormone which is predominantly the male hormone that men have, and women have it as well. It is for energy and for alertness, and it causes that sexy feeling. She would say, I would say the morning is a very good time. Testosterone is a hormone produced by the body, and although women produce it, men have far higher levels. So the best time of the day is right in the morning before you guys start your day. Now, I don't know, do you brush your teeth first?
No. No, actually, yeah.
If you had to guess, and I want you to summarize. Expressing your love physically over the years.
Yeah.
What time of day would you say the average is?
3 a.m.
No, I mean like night, afternoon.
Night.
Yeah. 3 a.m. You have to set an alarm for that? Hope you both wake up, because I would.
No.
Do you stay up and wait for 3 a.m. or do you go to sleep and set, like I said, you set an alarm?
Just an internal clock that wakes you up.
You don't. Your body doesn't wake you up for that.
I mean, not every night. No.
I must be horny. Jake?
Thank God my daughter's off today.
If you had to summarize, would most of your expressed physical love have taken place at night, in the afternoon, or in the morning?
At night.
That's not to say it doesn't happen at night.
I know. I'm just saying, trying to get a gist of. I'm thinking about myself. I guess if I gotta.
You've never woken up and done the whole like.
I have.
Okay.
I have, like daily. She's like, no. But I guess it'll probably be night too. So apparently, we as humans are not doing this correctly. Not the best time.
I feel like morning's really hard because people get up and go to work in the morning. If it's a weekend, like, and you have kids, like littles get up really early.
They do. And again, this is taking nothing as far as like things that could, it's just telling you when the best time is for you. It is in the morning. Love Somebody right here on today's Hit Music Q92. It is 6 minutes after 9 on your Friday morning. We're the 9 o'clock hour of the Q92 Morning Show. Hi, how are you? Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on your radio. Here you're listening to us at Q92radio.com. You can listen to the station 24/7. Or maybe you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Anyway, you're checking us out. Thank you. We very much appreciate it. 330-450-9292 is our phone number, our text line. 330-269-9292. Coming up this hour, again, it's all about the When We Were Young Festival contest we kicked off yesterday. Sending a listener and a friend out to Las Vegas. Hotel airfare, it is all taken care of. So you can attend the When We Were Young Festival. It is a epic event in Vegas. Panic at the Disco, Blink-182, Avril Lavigne, Simple Plan, almost 50 other bands going to be there. You could be there too. You're going to hear the cue to call this hour. When you hear it, be caller number 10. You'll be good to go. We're also going to hook somebody up on the live video stream. All you got to do, if you haven't done it yet, get your butt over to the live video feed. It's on Facebook, YouTube, or X. It does not matter which one you go to. Click the like button and put "Oh goodness" into the comments section. Lauren's going to randomly select one of you coming up here at the end of the show. We'll make you a finalist as well. So all that coming up. Right now it's Jesse Murph and Blue Strips, 907's Q92. You know what's funny? The not thought I was making fun of her yesterday because her boyfriend wanted to hang out with her yesterday.
Oh, I thought you meant with you. I was like,
no one wants to hang out with me. And she calls me. She's like, "Hey, I know Mom's working. She can't talk. Blah blah blah." She's like, "This is what I'm gonna do." I'm like, "Okay." Like, were you coming home after that? Well, no. Okay, this always happens. Like, okay, well, what are you doing?
Right.
Well, he wants me to come and meet him at his haircut. And I said, "What? What did you just say?" She's like, "Yeah, he's getting a haircut, and he wanted me to stop by." I go, "He wants you to sit and watch him get a haircut?" Well, I mean, yeah, but no. I said, "Listen, I got no problem with it. That's weird."
What'd she say?
That's weird. She's like, well, no, she's like, my friend said the same thing. I was like, yeah, because it is.
Yeah.
I realize I've been out of the haircut game for a while.
It's still.
But I don't remember ever
weird.
being like, "Hey, Susan, I've got a grand idea for an evening.
Come with me.
Sit in this chair at Supercuts and watch me get a fade." What do you, like, what kind of hang out after the, I said, "Why don't you guys just hang out later after the haircut?"
Yeah.
Go get like
Doesn't a dude's
dinner.
haircut take like 10 minutes? I mean,
It took forever. She was so annoyed. Not at him, at the haircut took forever.
really?
Yeah.
When was he getting done? Frosted tips?
I don't know. I was like, did he walk out with a whole new head? I was
Right.
like, I don't know. Jake, would you ever ask Star to come watch you get a haircut?
No.
Okay.
Would you ever be like, "Hey,
I
you
really thought maybe he would say yes.
would you even say, "Want to come with me to get a haircut"?
I mean, if we were together, like if I had to get a haircut and we were like already together,
Running
then,
errands or something.
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you care if I pop in real
right?
quick?
Yeah, but I feel like that's different.
Yeah, that is different.
Yeah. Come meet me at my haircut. I'm like, man, you kids
I mean,
are things are different than I was a kid.
Did he want her input or something?
No.
Okay.
No. It just makes me laugh. I'm like, I seriously was like, what? It's like, well, he's getting a haircut. He wants you to hang out with him while he gets his haircut.
Yeah, it's odd.
I said, that's an odd request.
Yeah.
I realize I'm not a teenager anymore. Things have changed. But I remember going like, do you want to go get lunch? Do you want to go to the mall? Do you want to, you know what I mean? Go to the park. I'm like, do you want to watch me get my bangs cut? Oh, well.
Yeah, that's.
Just threw me off.
Did she go?
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
She's a very people-pleasing
Yeah,
person.
she doesn't want to disappoint anybody.
Yeah, and she's in her
Where's
she's
he
in
going?
her FOMO era too.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like can't miss, feels like, and I was there. I remember doing that. I remember in my early 20s and like late teens and college feeling like I had to go out anytime someone asked me because I was going to miss the greatest night ever.
Mhm.
I remember being like that.
Yeah.
And then one day I decided to stay home and sleep, and I realized that I
You
didn't
didn't
miss
miss anything.
So we went to the same bar we always go to. You had the same drinks, saw the same people, made the same jokes. I'm not saying I had a bad time, but like, I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
I can catch up on sleep tonight.
And that moment in your 20s, when you realize you can do that, and
It's
it's
the key
okay,
to freedom.
and you get over FOMO,
Yeah.
it's a great day.
It is.
It's a great day. Because then you start being like, I'm not doing that.
I'm at that point in my life where they make memes about me. Like,
But
I'm at home in bed.
Was there a time you were like that, where like you felt like you couldn't,
Yes.
you had to go out?
I had to go do everything.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I was
even
the same
trips.
way.
Trips I didn't really have the money for.
I did that too.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to Cleveland for the week. I'm like, great. Where the hell am I going to get money from?
Right.
I was just like, hotel.
Like having to ask
bar.
my older sister, who was like 7 years older than me, can I get a cash advance on babysitting your kid for you next week?
Yeah,
like,
well,
I need money.
This is not going to work. Yeah, she's in her big, so anyone she's doing. And I get it. It's the senior summer.
Where's he going next year?
He is going to go to a trade school,
Okay.
which is absolutely
Is it
fine.
local, though? They're
Yeah.
going to be, okay, so they'll still be able to see.
Yeah, in Youngstown. She's going to be living in
I know,
Akron.
but that's not that bad of it. On the weekends and an evening, yeah, you could commute that.
We'll see. You can.
Yeah.
It's honestly not that much farther than what I drive to work.
I actually held up like half of a year with somebody who went to Liberty University in Virginia.
Half a year, huh?
Yeah. I thought that was good. I was a junior in high school. He was a
Half a
freshman
year.
in college.
Half a year.
Yeah.
I got dumped when I was going to college, my senior summer.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Like, was it a long relationship breakup or was it like
Year. Full year.
yeah, that's decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a chunk of time.
We were going different places, obviously.
Yeah.
And I told the story. I called to see what we were doing that night.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was my birthday.
Okay.
I got dumped on my birthday.
Do you know where she's at now?
Married a doctor.
Oh.
Yeah, she won.
Dang it.
Yeah. Good choice.
Sorry.
Good choice. Your childhood trauma. And I mentioned mine was never getting the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier. Christmas after Christmas, Santa and then my parents letting me down. Still to this day, I hold grudges against both. Lawrence was an incident with slippers.
Yeah, I got slippers. And my sister, who was 7 years older than me, got a huge stuffed Dumbo from the Disney store.
That you wanted. Or you would have liked to have. Just you didn't want slippers.
No, I didn't want. I don't.
You couldn't
Allegedly,
believe.
I asked for slippers, but I don't remember asking for slippers. And not only that, when you know that you're getting the older child a much larger stuffed animal from the Disney store, maybe you forego the slippers until Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone texted him, childhood trauma for me was when I was about 4 years old. I was outside of the laundromat while my mother was inside doing the laundry. And while I was sitting outside, a snake went across my foot and crawled up my leg.
Oh, no.
I was screaming a blood-curdling scream. I'm 26 now, and I remember that as if it happened 1 hour ago.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
That's childhood trauma.
Yeah, that would be distinct.
That's childhood trauma. I also remember riding my bike once and falling off it and skidding across the ground on my arm, and I didn't think that much of it. And when I got up, I looked, my arm and skin was gone. I was bleeding from here down to here. And
You
walking up, and
freaked
like
out.
I could see blood just dripping on the road as I'm walking up the hill back to my dad.
Yeah.
My dad being mad that I was crying at first because he was working
That's
in
got
his
to be a
shed.
dad thing.
He was working in his shed. And he came out. He goes, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And I showed him my arm, and he went, "Come here." He like realized, like, "Oh, all right,
He had something to cry about.
Okay,
It's
come here.
legitimate, right?
Yeah. come here." So childhood trauma. That was also one of my childhood trauma. Jake, please don't say you've never had childhood trauma.
No, getting lost at Cosi I probably would have.
Yeah, that would have been up there.
Did get lost at Cosi.
Yeah.
Like legit lost.
Yeah.
That would be a very scary feeling. Like you think about that truly. Like even though he wasn't really, but he was. Like coming to a realization as a child, you might be lost from your family.
I saw it on my son's face. He thought he was lost. I could see him, but he couldn't see me. And the way his face crumbled, like he was about to lose his mind, like his whole world had shattered. It just broke my heart. I mean, he was probably like 6 or 7, and he actually was like way at the other end of the store at American Eagle. Like he was in the back part of it. I was towards the front.
Yeah.
And he must have not have been paying attention and didn't follow us as we moved to the front of the store. And I could just see him like looking around and realizing he did not recognize a soul around him. And just the way his face changed, I was like devastated. So I cannot even imagine, Jake. I mean, you had people who actually took you to the service desk and paged your parents.
Right.
Like you were lost.
Yeah.
Like they kind of left you though, didn't they? Or what?
Yeah. Well, my mom said, and I quote, "Everybody follow me or you're going to get left here." And I didn't hear that. And I was still playing with a toy and
You
she
got
wasn't
left there.
lying. And I got left there.
Like they left the building?
No, they were in the building, but like
They moved
left
into
that
another room.
Yeah, they left that
Yeah,
exhibit.
that was a hard lesson to teach, man. She's like, "You got to learn today."
Yeah.
Like, can you remember? Can you remember that to this day?
Yeah,
Like, I
pretty
can go
mu- yeah.
my arm. I can go right back to that. I can see that right now.
Yeah.
You can see the slippers. I can see the GI Joe.
I
too.
can see how mad I was. And you know what a baby I can be? And like
yes,
how I hold a grudge.
I've made a joke about the GI Joe aircraft carrier, and I'm not putting that on any level of really thinking you're lost as a kid, or the snake. The snake is
Right.
that's a terrible story.
Terrifying.
But like I don't joke when I tell you, like, every Christmas, my mom, there was this thing, kids, they're not around, maybe they are, they're called catalogs, and you would get them. And my mom would always give them to us and say, kids, I want you to circle things you'd like Santa to bring you.
Yep.
You're not going to get all of them, but we'd like you to circle what you'd, and it was a fun thing we kind of do every year. I kind of look forward to it.
My kids even did it, yeah.
And I circled that GD aircraft carrier every year. And I remember telling Santa, I remember telling my father, God rest his soul, and my mother, who is still here today to feel the guilt. I would tell them all, this is all I want. You don't, no one, Santa, Jesus, mom, dad, our neighbor, no one has to get me anything else.
Yeah.
I just want this aircraft carrier, and it would be the best Christmas ever. And it never happened.
Yeah.
So do I joke and play into it? Yes. But is it a true thing in the essence of my soul? Yes.
No, and you're allowed to have that.
Would I be the happiest kid on earth in my 40s if I went home today and it was there?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I know.
I would have a smile you probably wouldn't be able to get off my face.
Well, and rightfully so. You've wanted it your whole life, literally.
I'm telling you. I would then start buying G.I. Joe action figures again.
Well, it's something you could pass along to Jimmy too, because he's a boy and he appreciate it. My son has all kinds of stuff like G.I. Joe and Star Wars stuff from my husband when he was little.
Well, man, if I wouldn't open all those things, I mean, who's not going to open toys and play with them?
Exactly.
I had all those old Star Wars, Luke Skywalker. You know how much those are worth?
I do. I've seen them at like Toys Time Forgot. Yeah.
Like more so the Star Wars than the other.
Yes.
If you have Star Wars, like original, like Luke's or Darth Vader's.
Super expensive. Yeah.
And they're not opened. Oh, my Lord. $9:19, about 20 minutes after 9 o'clock hour, the Q92 Morning Show. The Q to Call is happening later on this hour to make you a finalist for the When We Were Young Festival, sending you to Las Vegas. Hotel, airfare, all included, and tickets to the show. How amazing is that? We've already got a couple finalists for that here this morning. We hooked up Samantha from Canton in the 6 o'clock hour. Ryan, I take that back, from Canton in the 7 o'clock hour, became a finalist. We're getting two more before we get off the air here today. One with the Q to Call and one for someone that goes over to the live video feed of the show, clicks the like button, and puts the "oh goodness" phrase in the comment section. You do that, might have a chance. Lauren's going to randomly select one of you coming up here at the end of the show. Of course, Father's Day is coming up this Sunday, as a matter of fact. So hello, shout out to all the dads out there. You are awesome people. You're very important people to your wives' lives, your kids' lives. So shout out to all the dads out there. And by the way, a YouGov survey of 502 American fathers reveals how dads prefer to celebrate Father's Day and what gifts they appreciate the most.
Okay.
According to this study, and I go to YouGov a lot, they do great surveys. 56% say they want to spend the day with their children or grandchildren on Father's Day. 56%. 44% prefer sharing a meal at home. Going out to eat or drink is also popular. 36%. I mentioned that. I go, I'd like to go out and get a nice steak dinner.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be. I mean, we can go to we don't have to go to like a crazy.
Like, you don't need the Marble Room in Cleveland.
That's what
You're
I'm saying,
good with
yeah.
some Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, my. You have no idea how good I'd be at Texas Roadhouse. Some dads, 18%, said they simply would like some free time on Father's Day, and 15% say they don't want any gifts at all. So, and preferences by age, younger dads, 18 to 34, lean towards material gifts like clothing, tools, experiences. Older dads, 65 and up, they value the connection more, favoring calls or visits over presents. Notably, 25% of the dads over 65 prefer no gifts, emphasizing meaningful gestures over items.
Like going fishing with your dad.
Yeah. Jake.
Yeah.
Can you imagine you and your dad catching some carp?
Carp.
Oh, yeah.
He likes to go bass fishing.
Bass fishing.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny? I've, in my lifetime, besides at SeaWorld, never fished.
Really?
Nope.
You should. You know what? Tony hates it. I mean, when I say hates it.
I don't know if I'd like it or not. I'm not opposed to it.
I don't mind it. I thought it was kind of fun.
I'm not opposed to it.
I've fished in Lake Erie. I've fished in the Pacific Ocean. I caught a bat ray, which is really disgusting looking, much like a stingray.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've gone a handful of times, and I've enjoyed it when I've gone.
I would not. If someone was like, "Do you want to go fishing for the day?" I'd be like, "I guess I'll try it. I don't know if I'll be any good at it, but I'll give it a try." I mean, I know there could be a lot of just sitting there with your pole, and they're just waiting for a bite. You could lose it trying to reel it in, but I would not be at first.
There was this Mexican restaurant on a lake. I cannot remember what city it was in. I saw it on TikTok. It was awesome. There was a lady out there fishing by herself. She happened to catch a bass, like struggling with it, trying to get it in there. They're like videoing her while they're sitting on the deck eating their food. Like, is she going to get it? Is she going to tip? Like, you should have heard the commentary. It was amazing. This woman and her dog pulled this bass. Had to have been, I mean, it was a large bass. I don't even want to guess how much it weighed, but it was a large bass. Soon as she pulled it onto the boat, the entire deck of people eating dinner started cheering.
Good for her.
It was like the cutest video in the world. The way she just like put her hands up in the air, like victorious.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I used to always get my dad baseball tickets. That was kind of like our thing. For Father's Day, I would get him if his favorite team was the Cardinals, and if they were coming to Pittsburgh anytime soon, if they hadn't already come to Pittsburgh, I would make sure I got his tickets to go to that game to see his Cardinals in Pittsburgh at PNC Park. We'd have a dad's day, and if that wasn't happening, he loved going to Rubber Ducks games with me. So that was kind of our thing. A card. He always got a McDonald's gift card to get his coffee because he loved McDonald's coffee more than anything. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it was about McDonald's coffie.
It is pretty good. We have the cake.
But I would get him a gift card for McDonald's. When I tell you, he would only use it to get himself a large black coffee, please. That's all he would get.
Yeah.
And that would be our tradition. I get him a McDonald's gift card and baseball tickets. Hopefully the Cardinals and Pirates, but if not, we go check out a Rubber Ducks game. And it was kind of our thing. And it was really cool.
That's awesome. I didn't get to spend too many Father's Day with my dad.
No,
he worked a crazy shift. Like, he was on swing shift for most of my life.
The game was never really on Father's Day. It was like in the future.
No, I know that. But my dad was constantly on swing shift. So he would be 8 days on, 2 days off. And in those 2 days, it was like yard work, like catching up on all the things that didn't get done because he was either on midnights or the only time it was good, like good, was when he was on days. Because that was like a normal dad's shift, He'd go to work at 7, be home at 4:30. So we would usually like just plan to like go out to dinner. He loved Bogarts. I don't know if you probably weren't living around here when that was it burnt down. So sad. Anyhow.
Was it after Humphrey Bogart? Was it the theme of the restaurant?
I don't remember that. I don't know, maybe. Now that you say that, it was like middle of the road. I mean, it wasn't casual, but it wasn't like over the top formal either. But loved Bogarts, and so we would go there and have dinner to celebrate him. And then sometimes we'd get him a gift card to like Home Depot or Lowe's, so he could just
can't go wrong.
Yeah,
can't go wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I think you did it right. So I don't know. Like, some people go different every year. I kind of like the tradition that we kind of figured out.
Yeah,
kind of like our thing. We'd have a day together, just him and I. Either we went to some Guardians games, but mostly we'd try to, whenever the Cardinals were, I'd try to time it whenever the Cardinals were coming to town. And we'd go do that, spend the day in Pittsburgh or spend the day in Akron. He'd come over, we'd go to Rubber Ducks game. He loved baseball. So I thought I did pretty good. But I don't know. A lot of people just get whatever on Father's Day. Regardless, if nothing else, make sure you let your father feel appreciated.
Or at least give him a phone call and tell him you love him.
Phone call. It's free.
Yep.
You have unlimited minutes now. This isn't the old days. We had to call him at night after 9 o'clock.
Man, the cell phone
free
bills,
nights and weekends.
The bills that I racked up. Phone, actually.
Free nights and weekends. You got to check those minutes before you make that call. I remember when I had my Altel black phone. Who remembers the company Altel?
I remember the name of the company. I never had an Altel phone.
Yeah, they had that black cell phone. It wasn't even a flip. It was like a skinny one.
Yeah.
Had a little black antenna. It
Antenna.
was like everyone had it. It was like the generic basic, bitch, here's your cell phone.
Your starter phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, loved that. Then I went to the Nokia. Still remember when that Razor came out. I thought I was living in the future when I had my first Razor. And I'll still to this day die on the hill. The best phone ever was the BlackBerry Pearl.
And I agree. Wholeheartedly.
Full keyboard, nice screen.
Rollerball
as a cursor.
It was like the bridge between a QWERTY keyboard and the future.
It had the full keyboard.
It had the full keyboard, yeah.
It had a big screen. You could get online with it. You could get on the internet with it.
I know. That was really, I think, the first time I had a phone that could do that.
Like, I understand, like, the iPhone and then the Galaxy became, like, they're the two, like, big boys and all that now, and that's what everyone wants. You kind of want one of the... I mean, there's Google phones, too, which have great cameras. Amazing cameras. You know, but I mean, it's just funny. Like, I didn't... Like, when other things... When the iPhone and, like, the Galaxy kind of took over, I did feel like they were, like, above the other phones. But I didn't feel they were above the BlackBerry. You know what I mean? Like, the BlackBerry to me didn't feel like it was antiquated.
No.
Or a phone that like this has no use.
Mm-mm.
I don't get why we.
I don't know why we turned our back on it.
We gave it the MySpace treatment.
Yeah.
We've turned our back on some really good loyal things. If you look back at us, our generation.
Yeah.
Turned our back on MySpace. It did nothing wrong. We just left it. It's the abandoned. It's the abandoned amusement park.
I feel like we did that to Sears too.
We turned our back on Sears.
And Kmart.
That's an interesting one to add Sears to the list. That was Sears. Why Sears?
Listen, Sears was the place you could go where you could get tools, a ping pong table, a treadmill, your outfit for Sunday church,
Walmart
and an engagement ring.
Walmart.
Yeah, but I felt,
and groceries.
No, but I
add
felt like,
groceries. You can get your oil changed at Walmart.
No. Sears was the next step up. Think about it. Where do you have to go other than Walmart or Target that's like that anymore? You've got 3 options: Walmart, Target, Kohl's. There's nothing else.
Love Kohl's. Kohl's is underrated.
No, I like Kohl's too.
They have great Monster Jam and Hot Wheels stuff for kids at Kohl's.
That's good. Their toy section always is kind of banging.
Their toy section is it's sneaky good.
Yeah, I
it's
used to go
best,
Christmas shopping there.
But it's sneaky good, especially if you have a young kid. Not so much maybe.
I agree, like 7 and under.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
If you got that age of a kid, sneaky good deals for birthdays,
yep,
Christmases, Easters, things like that. Absolutely. Sneaky good. You'll be in there and go, I didn't know they carried that here. I didn't know they had that here.
I mean, Montgomery Ward's got the door slammed cold in their face.
I think we're reaching now.
No, we're not.
You might have lost me at Sears. MySpace and the BlackBerry, 100%. Don't know why we gave up on them. Don't know why we threw them away.
Same with Sears.
I just don't know that I put Sears in that same category.
I do.
Sears, of all places.
Anybody have my back on this one?
Surprised you didn't drop a Carlisle's bomb on us.
I don't even know what Carlisle's is.
It was an Alliance. It was a Carlisle's and Alliance.
I never came to Alliance until 10 years ago when I started working here.
Oh, you were that person?
No, like I drove through it to get to Washington, Pennsylvania if we took the back way. And that was about it.
Like you felt like you were too good for Alliance?
No, I felt like it was like crazy out of the way.
Tell you what, said it again, man. State Street is becoming booming. All the stuff that's in Alliance now.
Oh, it really, really is.
It is becoming really impressive. From all the way down by the college, by Mount Union.
Yep.
And then on the other side, down by 62. And every time I go down there, I'm seeing a new business going up.
It's true.
Like it is, State Street is booming right now. And I really think they're going to do some great things with where that mall was.
Oh, I think they will.
It's already started. I think the Meyer's great there, but I think there's more cool stuff coming. And I know, like I said, we got a Cane's now.
You're about to have a Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A's on the way. There's a Mod Wash in Alliance now.
Moving on up.
Another oil place. What are that is the 5-minute oil, whatever that High Five or something.
5-minute oil change.
It's a brand. It's a chain.
Yeah, 5-minute oil change.
Is that what it's called? Mm-hmm. That's coming. I'm just saying. Sears was known for their craftsman tools. Someone says.
My dad used to go there all the time to get tools.
Sears. That was good. A Sears comment.
We turned our back on Sears hard.
Take 5. That's what it is. Thank you.
Take 5.
Take
that's
5.
Okay.
There's a Take 5 getting built right now. Just saying.
But that's the home of the 5-minute oil change.
It is. I go to those things sometimes. And they definitely try to upsell you on some stuff.
Which takes longer than 5 minutes, friends.
It does. This filter of a filter you need, you're supposed to replace it every 2 miles. You want us to do that? It'll add $50. No.
To my $20 oil change.
Yeah.
Except for my car. My stupid car. Oil changes are like $65.
So your knob's a little loose there. We got new knobs here. We're going to put that on for you. It's only going to be $70. Is that fine?
I know. I never understood.
No, it's not.
I've actually sat in my car before and looked at the bay next to me because they're like changing a taillight for them. I'm like, oh, you guys, you're paying $30 for somebody to do this for you. All you had to do was stop at AutoZone and they'd help you put it in for free. You just had to pay for the bulb.
I like to say, like, I'm just here for the oil change. I'm not interested in any new.
Sometimes I'll play the dumb woman card. My husband makes those decisions. Just so no, not today. But when he comes next time, maybe.
I'm sure he'll do all the upgrades.
He won't. That's why I told him. I said, you keep telling me to tell him no to the air filter. At what point do we say, yes, it probably does need a new air filter?
Yeah, at some point we will need
right.
to do. Do I think it's every time we go? No, but at some point, the filter will need change. It's MGK and Cliche. Folks, that Q to Call's coming up for when we were young. It's Q92. I fed a giraffe at the Columbus Zoo. It's pretty fun. Their tongue will just...
Oh, it's so gross. Their tongues geek me out.
Yeah. Yeah. Jimmy fed some more sheep and lamb at the Canfield Fair. It was 2 for $5 cups of food. Fun. He really enjoys a good goat.
Well, goats are really cute, especially
the best.
the ones with the blue eyes are adorable. In fact, there's a farm that I pass every single morning, and they turn their goats out with their horses, and it's the cutest thing ever because they like play with the horses.
When I pull out of my, that's pretty cool. Actually.
Yes.
When I pull out of my development, there is right across the street on this road is a farm. And sometimes as early as like 4:20 in the morning, as I'm pulling out, there are horses or cows right up against the fence. It looks like I'm driving into them. And I was just like, man, they let them out early. Like, that is early to get up and let out your cows and horses.
Well,
they're up against that fence.
yeah.
And I always thought to myself, like, man, wouldn't it be not cool, but what if one day they all got out and I went outside, there was just like cows in my cul-de-sac? That'd
be really bad for the farmer.
That'd be the coolest thing ever. I mean, this is awesome.
For you.
Look at all these cows just hanging out in my cul-de-sac. I like saying cul-de-sac because I feel like I'm getting away with something. But I'm not.
No, you're not.
Words that sound bad, but they're not.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think cul-de-sac, that's up there. Any other words that, like, you think they're bad, but they're not?
Doppelganger.
I could see that. Cul-de-sac.
Doppelganger.
Like, oh, perfect. Jake, you think of any words that sound dirty, but they're not?
Only the obvious shuttlecock. But
No, shuttlecock is huge.
Isn't that the birdie in Batman or
That's
whatever?
exactly what it's called in badminton. It's called the shuttlecock.
We have to make sure we pronounce.
Minton.
Yeah.
I just remember because I took that in college. I'm like, you mean badminton? It's actually minton. I'm like, oh, is it? Minton.
Well, it stuck with you.
But it is a shuttlecock.
Yeah.
And that is what it's called. And you got to hit that shuttlecock back and forth. Shuttlecock. Someone said dongle.
Oh, yeah.
Dongle is a word.
Yeah, it is a word.
Sounds like it's kind of, dirty, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
You're not saying anything wrong at all.
No.
What about caulk? Caulking.
Well, that's caulking.
Caulking. No one says caulking.
Well, it's supposed to be.
No one's like,
there is.
No one walks around and goes, check out the caulk. You say caulking.
No, look at the caulking.
82, Avril Lavigne, Simple Plan, so much more. That's what we're giving away. And we're giving away a finalist spot right now. All you got to do is be caller number 10, 330-450-9292. Caller 10, good luck. It's Blink. First date on Q.
finalist.
Guess congratulations are in order.
Q92, hello, who is this?
Michaela,
Where are you calling from, Michaela?
North Canton.
All right, you're caller number 10. You're now a finalist.
Oh, yay!
Congratulations, Michaela. You're in the running. You could be headed off to Vegas to the When We Were Young festival with a friend. Take in Panic at the Disco, Blink-182, Avril Lavigne, Simple Plan, so many other bands. It would be an epic time, Michaela. Just tell everybody your favorite station, making you a finalist.
Q92.
There you go, Michaela. She's a finalist for When We Were Young in Vegas. That is awesome. Now we have one more finalist spot to get, but Lauren, they need to get over to the live video feed like now because they're running out of time.
Yeah, ASAP Rocky. Get over to the Facebook or YouTube live stream or X. I don't know why. I just had like a moment. I got those out of order. Get over to Facebook, YouTube, or X and give it the live stream. And then in the comments, just type, oh, goodness. And that lets us know that you want to be included. We're moments away from our latest finalist.
Do it now. It's Q92. Yeah.
Me later.
My oh no moment wasn't because of me. My ex's mother was watching our son. He was following her around the house in his walker. I walked in. She saw me, and she was pulling the gate away from the basement doorway. She sat the gate to the side and walked forward to talk to me. As she stepped forward, my son looked down the basement steps like they were freaking candy. He went straight down the basement steps. Is this your friend?
I don't know.
He was fine, but I swear my heart stopped. Then a couple years later, my son opened up the basement door at another house and let my daughter down the steps in her walker.
Oh, my gosh.
She was also okay. Shake my head. Get your kids away from Walker.
No, I don't think that was my friend because it was literally one of her other children that did not. They came up from the playroom to get a drink and did not shut the door.
Every parent's got an oh no moment.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. You could try your hardest. One winter when my son was a baby, the pipes in the basement burst from being too cold outside. My partner and I put the baby down as we were scrambling around to get the pipes to stop spraying. As there was about 1 foot of water in the basement. Not thinking, with the basement door open, our baby crawled to the door and went down the stairs. Luckily, the water broke his fall and was okay. That was the most freaked out moment I had. Good Lord. When I was about 2, I was in a walker and went over and pulled a hot iron down, and it hit me in the face. Damn. Live to tell the tale.
My mom had 2 moments. She shares them with us like proudly because we're fine. But
Yeah.
I rolled out of the car face down into a parking lot. When she got out of the car, she turned around to get me, and I was gone. And it was because they were parked on a hill. And like back then, you didn't have to secure the car seat in the car. So I was just sitting between my mom and dad.
Just went rolling?
Yeah, they were like parked side. My mom got out of the car. When she moved, my seat tipped and I rolled right out, and she found me face down on the concrete. So I went to the emergency room for that. And then she had me on her lap at some Chinese restaurant, and I was a kid playing with my rattles, and I hit her bowl of soup, and the hot soup spilled into my lap and gave me burns on my thighs.
This has nothing to do with the oh no moment, but get a lock for your oven too, Christian.
Yeah.
You have oven lock? What's scary? You know what else scares me? He reaches for door handles already, like the front door, because he wants to go outside.
Yeah, make sure that thing is locked
Always
all
locked.
the time.
Always locked. It's just...
There was one more too, and it's my mistake. I didn't mean to open it, but I did because my mouse is awesome.
Yeah.
It said when my daughter was about 2 or 3, I turned around and she had a Mike's Hard Lemonade and was drinking it.
Oh.
So someone must have set it down and she picked it up.
That would be an oh no moment.
Yeah.
Right here on today's hit music, it is Q92. 951 right here on today's hit music, Q91 as a matter of fact. And that is going to about do it for us here on a Friday edition of the Q92 Morning Show that we hope you guys enjoyed listening to as much as we enjoyed broadcasting. Just saying.
That's a lot of enjoyment, Christian.
Oh, man, times two. So, very grateful you guys spent any time with us here this morning. Like I said, whether it was the radio, whether you were listening from our website, Q92radio.com, whether you were watching along on Facebook, YouTube, and X, thank you. Appreciate you for being part of the Q92 Morning Show. And we are thankful for all of you. Now, before we get out of here, we got some business to take care of. You guys went over, you clicked the like button, you put "oh goodness" in the comments section in hopes of becoming today's finalist for the When We Were Young contest, sending a listener and a guest all the way to Vegas, flying you there. We're putting you up at a hotel and giving you tickets to this unbelievable concert. When We Were Young in Vegas. There's so many artists: Blink 182, Simple Plan, Avril Lavigne, Panic at the Disco, so
Jack's
much more.
Mannequin.
Jack's Mannequin. So, I mean, they're all going to be.
Actually, I really like Jack's Mannequin. That's why I keep throwing it
I
out
learned
there.
about him on One Tree Hill. He was on an episode.
My sister's obsessed.
He played a trick.
Yeah, I only know about him because of my sister.
He loves concerts.
Oh, dare I say she rivals Mark O'Brien?
No one marvels or rivals Mark O'Brien when it comes to going to concerts. No one.
I mean, he might go to. She is just as invested though. Like if those two had met in another lifetime and got married, they would be living in an RV, just driving show to show. That's
They don't
I'm
need a home.
convinced. Yeah,
They wouldn't have needed a home.
yeah.
No, because he Mark goes from the big shows to the obscure shows.
Oh, he goes no home.
You're like, I went to see Tom Tibblesworth. He was the original bassist of
I know. We're
Left
like,
End, and you're like,
okay,
what?
cool.
No, he was the original drummer of Led Zeppelin before Bonham. I'm like, I didn't know there was.
Right.
All right. So he knows him, and he goes and
does.
sees him, and he loves a good musician.
He does. I would say on average, it's 365 days a year. I would say he goes to at least 150 concerts, 160 concerts a year.
Easily. From Quicken Loans Arena to Kent to Youngstown
Yeah,
to
he's all over.
Pittsburgh.
It doesn't matter. Work night, he's down.
Oh, I know. Got to work the next day.
He does
Doesn't
not
matter.
care.
Doesn't matter. Going to see the show. We got to pick our finalists. I'm sorry, we got sidetracked.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Our very latest finalist to the Las Vegas for When We Were Young Festival is Tiffany DeFranco Barnhart.
Tiffany, congratulations. You're now in the running, and you might get a call from us when we call the grand prize winner. This is a 2-week contest, so don't worry. And if you're sitting there right now going, gosh darn it, I didn't become a finalist, don't worry. Nicolina's got chances next. J-Dub this afternoon has chances for you as well, so just keep listening to Q92 and keep listening for that cue to call, and you'll be all set.
And they'll be starting, Jake and Christian will be back on Monday with more chances all during the morning show, all next week.
All next week, you'll have chances to go. So we hope you have a great weekend, everybody. We hope you enjoy yourselves, whatever it is you're doing. Lauren, off all next week on vacay. It's camp time.
It is.
Camp Mohican, grilling, eating, walking on the nature trails,
Canoeing.
hiking, canoeing, paddle boating, volleyballing, so many activities. Swimming.
What?
Going to Sears. I don't know.
There's no Sears down there either.
And if there
we
was,
turned our backs on Sears.
did.
I'm dying on that hill.
Sears. So
Poor
have a good
Sears.
vacation.
Thank you.
Enjoy it. Enjoy the getaway. Come back all refreshed, and we'll just suck it all right back out of you once you get back.
Yep.
So, Jake, we have to talk more next week.
All right.
While you're here, because then you'll be gone after
Yep.
Wednesday for your big hiking trip.
Yep. Hiking and crying.
Hiking and crying starting
Pack
Thursday.
granola.
Yeah, wait.
Pack granola.
I would suggest, honest to God, maybe getting some hiking
No, I
boots.
probably will. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
I'm
gotta
not
look
saying
into
anything
it.
crazy expensive, just some basic hike. Because I
you
can tell
can
you,
get some decent hiking boots, like even at Dick's for like $70.
Okay.
And I say that just because I know, like, Star likes to go hiking too. Not quite like Washington State level.
yeah, this is a
hiking,
different
but
level.
you guys have done outside stuff before.
Yeah.
So you'll use them again. It's not like
Right.
this is a one and done.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake, as much as he's looking forward to it, it sounds like there's a lot of physical activity in this vacation coming up for Jake.
And Jake's not a physical activity guy. I mean, that's not true,
No,
though.
you know what? Not every day.
Not every
How
day.
about that?
That's true.
Yeah. This
That's
is
fair.
extreme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if
I see you haul those inflatables around, and they're not light.
and
Yeah.
I'm with him. If there was one day that was a hiking day, absolutely. But I think what he's a little worried about, and I would be too, is that it seems like every day is going to be a hiking day. But who knows? Jake will come back with real sexy, muscular calves.
I sure hope so.
And Lauren will be like, oh, well, hello, Sears. You know what I mean?
Sears.
I don't know. I just wanted to say it one more time. Have a great day, everybody. Nicolina's in here next. Jake?
Love you. Bye.
Lauren?
See you in 10 days.
Shabuzi. Good news. That's good news for Lawrence. Q92.